Hey everybody, welcome back to Tomb of Annihilation.
Ooh,
We are
we're
back and we're ready to play the game. Um, yep, I don't know why I always get really like I have to say something at the very beginning of the game, but I
we really
don't.
don't have to.
And I'm slowly phasing it out. I think I get like nervous on Zoom for some reason, and I'm like, oh, I have to introduce all this stuff. I don't have to do that. We're just gonna play the game now.
Well, we've got Jacob, and then I'm Colton, then we got Spencer, Tyler, and Craig. We can do introductions.
Oh yeah,
Sometimes we don't
we
do
used
those.
to do that sometimes.
Yeah, because
and we
sometimes people
don't.
are like, "Oh, hey, I see that Tyler's playing Ira," and it's like, "No."
In true Colton fashion of every game of Saltmarsh I've been uploading.
Don't tempt me.
It is September 5th.
Okay,
he's getting out of the way.
2:29 p.m. in case Colton decides to make a meme. Anyways.
Hey, don't worry, your life's on the line by the end of the month. Jacob put in the most recent episode of Saltmarsh that we aired.
Yeah,
he was on it, and he was like, "I swear on my life, you'll see the first episode of Tomb by the end of the month."
They will. It's going to go up.
It's all
going to happen. That's why I bet my life. I'm very confident in the fact that it will go up. All right. So last we left off, the party. What happened last time? You guys were in Port Nyanzaru.
We were.
Had done some bathhouse shenanigans.
Yep.
And done some stuff in the city, helping out the Harpers.
Sindra
track down. And Sindra Sylvain, the person who had brought you here in the first place, came to you and said, "Hey,
things are getting worse.
It's getting worse. I'm slowly feeling like I'm dying every single day.
We
my
scried
life
on
is
a
being
person.
pried away from me every moment. You guys scried on a person you had met in your session 0.
Yep,
one Valindra Shadowmantle
that supposedly knows, or is at least researching the death curse.
Something along the lines of that. You hadn't properly met her yet, but you know who she is.
Right.
And you had scried on her to find out if you could get any more information from her. And unfortunately, Valindra was not able to get like a good look at where she was. She looked to be in like a cave of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
And by a process of elimination and whatnot, you figure that she may be in some sort of cave, or Tiff has brought up the possibility of her being in this floating island called the Heart of Ubtao that sits somewhere in the island, not entirely certain.
Yeah.
You guys had talked about maybe teleporting there. Valindra was quick, Sindra was quick to tell you that may be incredibly dangerous, as if by random chance they get the spell wrong or something happens, you guys will be separated in the jungles of Cholt with no direction as to where you are. So teleportation circles seem to be a little bit more concrete, something that you guys could handle and maybe start setting up. So the party decided to set off, and I think our gardeners are here making a lot of noise in the front yard. Hopefully you guys can't hear that. But if you can, then great, cool. It's loud to me, maybe not to you guys. It sounds like the room around me is taking off into space. You guys head out in.
I should close my window.
Yeah, you should. And are heading off towards into the. What was I don't entirely remember. What was your guys' reasoning for making your way over towards Kitcher's Inlet?
Because I think we believe that the heart is somewhere in like this area, somewhere around here, maybe.
Okay.
So we haven't left because first we need to ruin some Flaming Fist lives.
Yes.
Right.
We have a day to break out the wizard and kind of fix the problem however we can.
Did we leave off last game on a long rest, or did we leave off last game as like it's nighttime, you guys are about to leave?
It wasn't even nighttime. It was like it's like middle of the day, and we were like we're going to leave tomorrow to go towards this new location. So by the end of the day today, we need to wrap up this situation happening with the Harpers.
Okay.
Feel like it was actually almost even like morning, and we were all on the deck of the ship, and I think that's where Sindra joined us. I think it might be like latest 10 or 11 o'clock, and
You're right.
we're on
I remember
the
now.
Phoenix, I think.
Yep, and the what's his face dude, who was
What's his
The
face do?
The Flaming Fist.
I
guy?
cannot remember the name. No, the guy you found out in the middle of the ocean from the pirate attack.
Oh,
I don't know if I have his
Oh,
name
what
written
was
down.
his name? Oh no,
Not his name, but like, what is the name of that? Survivor?
the-
No.
Castaway.
Thank you. Like the castaway dude that you guys found, who was trying to get away. He had left. He's not on your ship anymore.
That's right, yeah. We're
And,
hoping that he just bailed.
Yeah. So you guys are currently on the Brass Phoenix,
I don't
sitting
think
in
that's-
Port
No,
Nyanzaru.
no, no.
Guy
The
that left.
castaway is still on the ship.
yeah,
It
he
was
works on the
the
ship. It's the
the,
Flaming Fist
Flaming
operative
Fist-
who wanted to get out. that
Yeah.
left.
That's right.
His name was Glyph.
You guys had two
Yes.
people on your ship.
Yeah.
The Flaming Fist operative. No, they're both gone. The Flaming Fist guy sailed up towards Baldur's Gate. The castaway guy.
It's a deckhand on the ship.
He's
Yeah,
a,
he
he's,
works
he's a
on the
deckhand
ship.
on the Brass Phoenix for now.
Yep. That's right, because he was a. Yeah, I remember now. Sorry.
Yeah.
Because he does not want to be here.
No, he was a stowaway, on the ship that he was hiding on, and now he's like, I'm safe.
He was
Um,
trying to get away.
pretty much
from
I
Troll.
said-
Flaming Fist guy is gone.
Keep a low head, and I'll give you.
Yep. And that's
currently
where we
he's
are.
just
You
swapping
got
the deck.
Ira comes back from talking to the Harper agents in what was it? That dude's name was Simon, I believe, who was they have their
We've
small little
got-
base of Harpers that are maybe 2 or 3 of them, and they have their
We
one.
got Simon, Weimar. We got Simon and Weimar. Weimar's the wizard that we need to
Yep.
get to.
Yes, and Ira returns back onto the Brass Phoenix. I'll assume that that's where everybody is right now.
Yeah.
I wasn't aware that I left the Brass Phoenix, but that works.
You left the Brass Phoenix to go talk to Simon, and then you.
I think
That's
that
how
happened.
we ended last game. Is that you went to go talk to them?
Yeah. Anyway, we're all on the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone have a spelling for Weimar?
The
W-Y-M-A-R.
spelling-
Yeah, thank you.
So I know where they're likely holding the guy,
Okay.
the
Should
wizard.
we go there now? Should we go there tonight?
Tiff, do you know what? The problem is that it's in the middle of the Merchants District, right?
I will let you all know I was able to snag 3 sets of Flaming Fist armor.
Oh, that's
the
really
bathhouse.
convenient. I can be whoever I want with that.
And depending on who wants to wear it, I could make myself invisible and not wear it. I could make one of you invisible, depending on the sizes of the armor.
Okay.
Well, my assumption is that they would recognize me no matter what. It seems
I
like
could make
it's-
you invisible.
Very likely.
That would probably be the best bet if you want my help with this.
They might also recognize you, Tiff. Now,
Yes, that's part of my hesitancy.
Well,
I'm going back and forth on whether or not I'm okay with burning potentially because luckily enough, you guys can leave this place, but I do kind of live here at some point.
Right.
right.
So am I now a Harper? I guess my confusion is coming from
I don't really
I
have
was
the.
originally, I don't know, employed to take you to the jungle.
Do we have the ability to instate new Harpers, Jacob?
No, I don't think so.
Even I don't necessarily. I'm not the spy type anyway. I just am trying to
It's
figure
not
out
for
if
everyone.
this is potentially my. If I'm willing to throw away my home here for this for
Harper
a
agents.
wizard.
Harper agents, you two are very aware. You guys could like interview and get somebody like in, but there needs to be a written approval by Mert for someone to be a Harper. All the agents go through him.
Well, if you're not comfortable, you don't have to come with us. I think.
No. I would. It would sit wrong with me if I left you on
Didn't
your own.
you befriend some of them?
Well, I befriended the town's guard in this district, yes. But I don't. It depends on if you after.
Well,
I don't know who may
I
be
don't
watching.
mean the guards. Didn't you befriend one of the Flaming Fist agents?
I don't believe so. The only one we had was the one that we just shipped up to Baldur's Gate.
Well,
Tiff had a date with the guard captain.
I think Colton's talking about Ralph.
I'm
But
talking about Ralph.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I also
no,
don't think
that'd be
that
correct. But
Ira
we
and
found
Ari
out
knew
from
Do we not? I thought that we
Gleph
saw that.
he's no, but that is correct.
I
Though,
was
you're
told
right.
that happened.
But we found out that from you that he lived similar to where Gleph was, and he was actually a lower rank, if anything.
Right. Well, my thought is it would be a big help if you could pull some of the guys away for a fun night. Don't even be involved in the issue that occurs.
I think I
Just-
can handle Town's guard, but I don't know if I could handle a section of the prison guards.
Oh, I mean the Flaming Fist agents. If you can pull some of them away and not be there when we break in, you're off scot-free. No one knows you're involved, and you've helped us by distracting a group of them.
I guess I've kind of led you astray. My hesitancy that I guess I'm just internally confused on what my plan is after this. I'm willing to get into the jail, this prison, and help you get this wizard out. I'm all about it. I love a good jailbreak. I just find myself reluctant, but don't worry about me. You put my skills wherever you think.
Well,
they will
we're
be.
breaking into a Flaming Fist house. He's not in a jail. At least we
He was
don't
in a
think
prison.
he is.
He's imprisoned at the Flaming Fist.
Oh, then I
Like
don't
their
care.
apartments.
Then we are totally fine. I thought he was in like an actual prison cell.
No. When I was speaking to the
Chill.
Harper, the Harpers here have already looked. They assume that the apartments in the Merchant District, or the Merchant's Villa, that they're staying at is where the wizard's being held.
Then my apologies. I've definitely misunderstood. I'm fine with just breaching and clearing, kicking the door down, and dragging that wizard out.
That
I think I have a spell for such an occasion. I do.
Fantastic. So the
so
three
the
of us
question is,
will
what's the
wear
plan? We'll
armor.
wear the armor.
I'll turn China invisible.
Right. I can maybe convince them that we're new hires, straight fresh from Baldur's Gate.
Or I could make us all invisible. And we could go in through a window.
You can make all of us invisible now.
I think. Let me.
If we want to, Ira does have a good point. I could potentially convince the people inside that you are guards that I persuaded to go into a party and that Ralph invited us here if we wanted to party. I could just be me. And if they don't like it, then they die.
I can make all of us invisible.
That might be a better solution.
We could go in
But I
through
am
like
loud.
a window, a back door. Wonder if we could. We have no way of knowing where they're being kept. So we know they're there, but we don't know where in the house they are. So it's going to be a bit of a
slog.
very, very quiet, stealthy, don't make any noise type of mission. Like
Yes.
Do you think we could maybe do a ruse where I'm hired as a guide and you guys are sent to move this wizard up to Fort Balerin?
I have an idea.
Oh.
Actually, yes, that is something we could maybe do. What's your idea?
I'd love to hear your idea.
Ira, do you remember that little bottle when we uncorked it? It filled our entire house with smoke.
Yes, we
We
don't
put it
have
in the neighbor's
so-
house. We could find one. We could just one of us could go in there. We could uncork it. The whole house would fill with smoke, and then that wouldn't help. Then we wouldn't be able to see. Never mind. I'm thinking on like the trickster side of my brain, not the spy.
It might get everyone to clear out though if they think there's a fire.
Yep,
We could just start a fire.
we could. But I'm afraid that
Then we
if we
risk
couldn't
the wizard
find-
dying.
Yeah,
Well, they may get him out if he's that
I
important.
mean, risk we might
Bring
be
him out
willing
on the
to
street.
take.
I do try. I should say that I do try not to make most of my problems have the solution of burning it down. But the fort taught me that I think it might help.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you did burn down the fort, didn't you?
Well, I lit it ablaze. I did
Yeah.
not burn anything. They were very on top of it.
They were.
First responders.
Is there a fire department
No.
here? No?
No.
No. Okay. Oh. So are we burning this place down? We have
We-
several
we-
ideas here.
We do need to keep in mind.
Gina, how immune to flame are you? Could you be a firefighter and carry this man out?
More immune than you are, but not completely.
And I imagine the flames aren't the worst part of a fire. Maybe the asphyxiation is. You may just
Usually-
die.
Within small areas, yes.
Hey Tyler, I'm just gonna let you know you're kind of quiet again.
How?
Just turn your gain up. Not
Yeah.
like you're quiet. It's your gain.
Yeah, it has to be the game.
There we go.
There, you're
That's
fine.
a lot better.
Okay, there we go.
I like all these ideas. I don't think we should take any of them off the table. I like filling it with smoke. I like China firefighter. I like a lot of these things.
Well, what we could do is Ari and I could do what we do best and put on the armor and act like guards. If that goes bad, then you guys light it on fire.
We could be invisible, and you can give us a cue, maybe
Exactly.
a code word of some kind.
Fireball.
Well, I heard you can get discounts on that on
that
select
has
drinks.
that has some bad memories associated to it.
Well, I know it. I learned it.
Oh, you
And
know?
then
Why
do know how-
Why did you learn that spell?
Oh, there it is. Did you know that right now, for a limited time,
Call now.
No fireball for a while. I'm just saying, I could do it. Like now, I could burn down half of Jolt before they could stop me.
Right. Well, and the nice thing is, well, if Ari and I cause a big enough distraction as two random flaming fist agents, and you guys are invisible, neither of you like get interfered with at all. The flaming fist gets a bad name here in Cholt, and Ari and I can just be ourselves afterwards. So these two random guys that Cholt hates just won't exist anymore. We don't lose our connections to Port Nyanzaru, and you guys don't get caught up
very
in.
odd question. Jacob, can we get the Port Nyanzaru map?
Yep.
And China, is there a possibility if that map fits what I think in my head? Can we put a zip line from the prison to the boat? I want there to be some kind of transference. I don't know if it's possible.
So just
to remind you guys,
so you know,
you're not breaking into the
right?
prison.
The
You're
guys are
breaking
like
into-
they're like up here.
This is a manor house owned by the Flaming Fist.
It's like up here,
and
right?
I
he's
was hoping, like, right here.
imprisoned.
We put the boat
They
here.
are not imprisoned by Chultan
Yeah.
law. They are basically a prisoner of war being illegally kidnapped and held by the Flaming Fist. And
Can I
yeah.
confirm, Jacob? It's this building right here, yeah?
it is that building.
Okay.
I think we should.
Although
go
that
for
would be
it.
fucking cool from this place right here to just zip line down into the
So here's a question. You mentioned illegally. Alternative, are there laws? Like, could we get the guards on our side with this?
No, well, it's possible.
could
We
Or
do
is
have
it-
friends? Exactly.
Or is it more that the guards
Sure.
might turn the other cheek if we get involved, since they're being held
If we
illegally?
burn down a house in the merchant ward, we are definitely going to get in trouble.
Oh.
If we talk to Querothe and get a sanction, possibly from Jessamine, we might be fine. But I don't know if we have the time for that.
And the problem with
And
the problem with the sanction is that the sanctions are for specific people, right?
Yes.
So we
yes.
can't just say a sanction to go kill whoever is in this flaming fist manor.
We could. We also have Ari was talking about. We have a very strange relationship with Querothe. We may be able to
Could the sanction
have her
be
call the guards away.
could the sanction simply be to recover this imprisoned person, and whoever stands in the way is just a casualty of that?
I think that would be stretching what the abilities of those might be. I also think it would cost a lot for that to happen.
Does Keothe control the guards?
No. Querothe controls things of luxury.
But she might be able to convince the guards to turn the other cheek.
I think it's possible. I think anything is possible, depending on the night and what merchant prince we speak with.
Right.
I
I have a feeling that Wakanga? Right?
Yep.
yes.
Wakanga. I wanted to say Wakanda because my brain wasn't working for a second. I have a feeling that Wakanga is not going to want to get involved. I feel like
I don't think
if he
any
was going
of them
to,
might
I feel
be.
like if he was going to, he already would have.
I think the idea of you two going in and us being visible is a very strong idea.
because we don't have to be us.
Yes. I also think it might be strong to attack Tanae. We're also on a clock anyway. We're supposed to leave soon. But
Right.
we
By
are,
tomorrow, we need to be leaving.
Yes. There are also 4 people down. We killed 3 in the bathhouse, and one of them, 2?
Is in jail. One of them left.
I think there may have been 4. Ralph escaped, but he's very scrawny. We killed 2, and Gleph is gone.
Yes.
Where
We
is
might be
this?
able to do it while they're unmanned.
Where's the house we are going to? Sorry.
Jacob, I just
Right
had an
here.
idea.
Okay.
I'm going to. This is maybe dangerous. I want to make sure that he left. And I look to Ari and I pull out my paper birds, and I open one. If I wrote to him, and it goes to the merchant district, then we know that he returned and told the Flaming Fist about us.
Yeah, you could do that.
I'm not going to write anything on the note. I'm just going to write his name.
You write his name,
And close it up and send it off.
flies into the air, goes upwards and upwards, and you watch and you wait as you see it turn and head directly north into the sea.
Okay.
Okay, he did leave.
It's gonna be a very confusing.
Eh,
Could we?
he can read into that however he wants.
So
Cut
the
away
house-
from this. We're off on a ship.
It's the black hand. We know.
Yeah, we know. He's like, holy fuck! And now he's terrified. Anyways, back to you guys.
Sweet mother.
So the house we're going to is here. Could we go down to? I assume this is like a lighthouse of some sort.
Cicero's here now. What?
Oh, this up here. What is this?
Is this a lighthouse?
Sorry, I'm not looking at that map.
Could you?
Once again, do it. That is, in fact, a lighthouse, I believe.
Could we perhaps maybe have our ship over here, and we could just run down towards the lighthouse?
Nope, it's a temple.
Oh,
It is a
Is it?
temple of Soon. It can only be it is only reachable by elevated causeway from the temple hill or by boat.
so can we go over there?
Steep steps wind up the cliff from the temple's small harbor. When seen from a distance, the temple's roof seems to float in midair.
I like that idea.
Is it?
It's a temple. It's not necessarily. I don't know if there is a lighthouse. There is. It's 14. Where's that? This is the lighthouse.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought that it would be much simpler to just run down this thing to get over here. Maybe have our brass phoenix over here.
There is a little boat parking bay right there.
Yeah.
I think it's possible, yes.
Because our plan currently is to take the wizard with us, right? So
Yes.
It is.
he can go on a little bit of a journey with us. And then we can
Yes.
deliver him
With
back
a-
to the Harpers.
The cost of our efforts.
The
Yeah,
Harpers
I know.
may need him, but because they don't have a circle right now.
Well, aren't you their circle?
Hmm.
Aren't you their circle now?
Well,
If they're
the
helping you,
wizard
that's
sh- the
helping
wizard
them.
Should be. That is true.
Tyler, can you roll a d8?
I like this idea. I think we do the boat by the temple. I think we invisible
Right.
me and Sheena.
I think
And then
I
you
think
guys
if I
dress up.
explain to
Thanks.
him what's happened, if I explain to the wizard what's happening, then he'll understand and will join us.
I think maybe I should also be invisible. I was a much better talker than I am, and well, not much better, but better. And I think it's a little more believable that one new guard is on higher than 2,
Okay.
walking around together.
Yeah, it might be. I'm not sure exactly.
And I think we can cover more ground. If
Do I
we
know how they
split up.
work, Jacob?
Huh.
The Flaming Fist? Like, do I know, would they send one guy all the way out here from Baldur's Gate? Like
Heard
do
you
I
lost
know
5.
kind
Here's
of
1.
how?
Send one dude from Baldur's Gate all the
Essentially,
way here to.
so Ira's ruse wants to be that they are new hires. Ari is suggesting that Ira just be a new hire alone, similar to what we did at the fort, where I acted as a guard and the other 3 were invisible. I'm saying, does it make sense for me to be like, yeah, I'm a new guy, and they just sent me alone down here to help you guys out?
From the fort?
Yeah, no, from Baldur's Gate.
No.
Okay.
From the fort?
Yes.
You might be able to get away with it.
Would it be more
If
likely
you
there
were
be
from
multiple
Baldur's
people?
Gate, you would be sent to Fort Balurian. You would not be sent directly into Port Nyanzaru to the secret
That's fair.
organization that is inside the city.
Do I know? Because their activity tends to be as like mercenaries. They're kind of like a mercenaries guild. That.
Yep.
Do I know? Do they tend to work in pairs? Do they have like a like? Is there anything I know about the Flaming Fist, like about their qualities like that I've heard, seen?
What if we create a situation in which 2 would have to be necessary? We forge a writ from Boulders, rather from Fort Valerian, by the general. What's her name?
By
Linyara Porter?
yeah, Linyara.
Yes, Porter. That we're coming for Weimar, and he needs to be taken back up due to the events of the bathhouse. They're no longer safe. They're coming for him. We're going to move him. And if the plan goes sour, then we just take him.
And it could also be 2 people
Transporting
for protection.
one person. Yeah.
Okay.
And then Tiff doesn't need to be invisible, as you're the guide that we hired.
Well,
And
I don't know.
I think that's. I did actively hurt and kill 2 of them.
But they don't know
Tiff
that.
and Gina should remain invisible in this plan.
I think so, but we will be with you.
They don't
And if
know
it goes
that,
badly-
though, do they?
Well, I assume that there was a lot of people that saw it inside
Yeah.
the bathhouse. And of course, if they saw us be directly opposed,
They
then
may
it'll be
know.
bad.
They
Yes.
also knew China's face immediately, so
Yes, we could also name drop. We could say the Ritz on. We were supposed to speak to a Ralph about a prisoner Weimar. We're here to transport him due to the recent Harper incursion that's fell upon you.
and after the attack
Okay,
at the bathhouse, it makes a lot of sense.
it does.
Yes, and we leave.
And we
go.
know that they're watching us, watching China at least.
Yes, and if
Right.
we decide to not like this plan or it goes awry, we'll create a path, some kind of code word, and we'll break out.
Okay,
Anyone have
I'm fine with this.
Does anyone have proficiency in what is it?
Hi.
Do you have it?
I don't know, probably. There's only 3 skills that I'm not proficient in.
In what?
No, I mean in isn't it forger's tools or something like that? What is it
Oh
called?
yes,
I do not.
Okay.
I have
neither do I.
proficiency in thieves' tools.
Proficiency in a liar.
That might be an issue.
Yes.
We've also never seen one of their documents, so
I feel like that's untrue. I feel like someone took something. Maybe I'm mistaken.
I didn't think I took anything.
I could probably just.
Did we not
talk
take
them
anything
into
inside the fort?
Let me look at my notes. I don't think I took anything. I remember I wrote down what they said.
I could probably just talk them into it. You know, when I try, I do have quite a charming personality. I also have magic that helps me have a charming personality. So I could probably convince them, even without papers.
Well, let's try that then. I don't think I wrote down.
Alright, so the 2 of us will be visible, then 2 invisible. Do you know Charm Person, Ari?
I think I do. Might have gotten rid of it. Yeah, no, I don't know Charm Person.
Damn. Because it's not concentration. So I was gonna say if something goes wrong, we just spam charm person and try to charm everyone in the building.
I do, however, have a plus 7 to persuasion and deception, so.
Okay, so yeah, so we're probably the team for this. Yeah. And then you guys are a muscle backup in case something goes wrong.
In case something goes wrong. So very similar to kind of what happened in Fort Valerian.
Yeah, and if you remember, we didn't need to throw a punch.
It ain't broken.
Not
Fix
within
it.
the thing itself. It was the giants outside.
Yeah, but
hopefully
that,
the giants don't
we couldn't
show up
have
here.
expected that.
Nope, we could not have.
Regardless, I think we're good if we do it this way. I'm going to go see what type of person I need to be for this armor to fit. And I'm going to grab one of the armors.
Okay.
One that looks the closest to what Ira his current height and whatnot. Because I can change it, but not to an extreme amount.
I think we should
It's not
also,
hard for
you
you to
guys
get it
should
to
do
fit.
this not on the boat. You guys should meet us somewhere.
Like,
Maybe at like a tavern.
Sure.
And you guys can wander off and do this off the boat. So in case they're watching, you don't see two flaming fist members come off the
Yeah,
Flaming
definitely.
fist.
We can... I'll just kind of pocket the armor. Once I find a set that'll work.
Pocket the armor?
Put it in a bag, you know, one that lets me
Okay.
hold things.
Just Animal Crossing, just
Yeah.
you just shove it in your pocket.
Dude, that's how I imagine a bag of holding is, so
Oh, well, I mean, it's a bag of holding that's different. Okay, so you gather you have Flaming Fist armor. Ari, I assume you do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Are either of you proficient in medium armor?
ooh.
that could be a
Because this is... you got this armor from Fort Valerian?
No, I
No,
stole it
from
from the
the bathhouse.
bathhouse.
It was the dudes in the bathhouse.
Oh, yes. Yep. So this is like narrow vertical strips of metal riveted to the backing of leather that is worn over cloth padding. The cloth padding is red and orange, and it's just steel sitting on your body. It's pretty damn heavy. It's like 60 pounds. This is Splint Armor.
I believe if sorcerer is the same as wizard, I cannot cast spells while I'm wearing this.
I believe you are correct, but I will double check.
Is there a helmet portion?
Why did I think it was
No, there is
Studded.
not. There is not a helmet
For some
portion.
reason I thought it was studded leather.
I don't.
It is
remember
not
getting a
studded leather.
Oh, okay.
description on it. I just shoved it into my bag.
Well, while we think about that, I wanted to possibly add a quick addendum. What if we meet up at the temple? You guys head out, become who you are, and me and Sheena sail the boat over to this little dock, and we'll meet at the temple.
Okay, let's do that.
So if Sheena, you think the boat wouldn't be too much of a trouble, let's sail over there.
If you wear an armor that you lack proficiency with, you have disadvantage on any ability check, saving throw, or attack roll that involves strength or dexterity, and you cannot cast spells.
That's a problem.
It may be a little tough to get to maneuver into there. We are quite a big ship.
You can't cast spells. Can you
No.
hold concentration?
I would assume.
I
not.
would say no.
You know what might be a better idea than bringing the entire ship over there and also alerting them to our movements?
What?
See where you're going.
Getting a smaller ship, maybe like a keelboat.
Yes, maybe
Renting
maybe the ship actually even leaves,
Maybe, yeah. You take it,
and then you and I can
take,
row
take them
back
out
in.
of the
Just have your
out into the bay a
men
little bit.
sail out a while, and then we meet up with the keelboat.
I think so. Then they
Mhm.
think we've left, and
Okay.
it
What do
couldn't be
we-
us because we weren't even in the city at the time.
What do we do
You-
with the little boat?
We could just tie it alongside the ship for a while at
Okay.
least.
I don't know how boats work. Yes, let's do that. I can't wear this armor. It's very, very heavy.
I don't know if I'm even confident enough to know this. How hard would it be to change the armor? Like lessen the weight, augment it.
So it's possible to remove the pieces of armor. It's not like you have to like unstrip it from everything, but
Yeah.
it will look wrong. You guys
I
will
see.
like be. They're going to be like, "Where's your armor?"
Ira, do the Flaming Fists have? Do they have like scribes, like wizards, like the Harpers do?
Roll a history check.
Not
Wasn't that that's what Ralph was? Or is he not that?
I just think he's like a kind of lower ranked guard type person. I don't know. Don't remember.
11.
They exist.
Hmm.
You have never seen one. You have never interacted with one. You don't know what they wear. But you know that they have like mages. But just to give you a broad spectrum here, I'm on the Forgotten Realms wiki looking at like what they're made up of, and they have 1,500 mounted fighters, 200 mounted warriors, 200 clerics, and then they've got like 5 wizards. So they're like a cabal
So-
that are in Baldur's Gate, and you've never seen them
In
before.
theory, we've never seen them, but neither of these fucks.
Probably not, but it would be really weird
Weird for
if you
one of
were
us to
here.
show
You
up.
would
You wouldn't be
stand out. They'd be
guards,
like,
you
"What are
would
you
be-
doing here?" You wouldn't be like a, "Hi, I'm just a new recruit." You'd be like a, "Holy shit,
Well,
who are you?"
I thought that the plan we were going with was we're here to
Move this guy.
move this guard. We're not new hires anymore. Or the wizard. I mean,
I think you could pull it off. I have faith in your abilities.
I'm
We could
gonna
do that
go.
instead.
Ira, what are their colors? Their
I show her the armor.
is
I'm gonna
okay.
do
Reds
that
and
too.
oranges.
I think
Reds and oranges.
we should both do that because I also can't do much if I wear this armor.
What is Splint?
though?
Splint is heavy.
Oh,
Yeah.
Though
I could also just be invisible. We can
And-
all be invisible.
that plan honestly might be better.
If this
Just
armor is
we're all
too heavy, I
invisible
should have
and-
realized when I was shoving it into my bag that it weighed 60 pounds.
yeah.
That's why I was like, "I'll pocket it," and I'm like, it's an outfit and like armor. You can't just be like, "We'll just carry this around."
Yeah, it's in a bag of holding.
Okay.
The
The bag
Then I
of
guess-
holding, sure, but
Yeah.
I guess we just go and wait till the door opens, and we'll both go. All 4 of us will take the little boat.
Okay.
I can get in. Pretty sure that I can.
Oh yeah. Back to the old days, thieving days.
Yeah, I've done this before. It's been a long time.
Why do I only have a +1 to stealth?
I would like money.
because
That's
you are a sorcerer.
unrelated, but I would enjoy that.
Do you want to be paid?
Oh, I mean, not from you guys. I can take whatever they have.
Oh, you're just gonna steal their stuff. Good job. Let's do
Ideally,
that.
no,
Take their
yeah,
candlesticks.
whatever they got.
Yeah.
Make it
solid.
brass.
Okay.
Scrap it down.
So, Gina, you know boats. You could
Mhm.
go. Should you send a man of yours to go buy a boat instead of you? Less suspicious that way. I don't know.
I mean, I could, but it's not any more suspicious than anything else, I don't think, at this point.
Okay. I could go as, or Ira could go as someone who's not Ira.
I don't know much about boats.
I don't necessarily want to make it even more complicated, but how hard would it be to invest in a fisherman and smuggle the wizard out? Thinking Lord of the Rings, Hobbit, we're all in fish barrels.
Are you having a stroke? I have no idea what you're saying.
The sun is hot today. It is very hot. And fur was not a good decision.
No.
I mean, you certainly could if you could pay him enough money, I would assume.
I think a rowboat would do just as good.
Okay.
That was mainly a joke.
All right. Well,
I don't want to get in with fish.
So, what's the plan? We're getting a boat. We're sailing it towards the temple. You're gonna have your men sail off towards where we're going. We'll meet up with them after we have the wizard.
Ideally, yes.
And if we can't get the wizard, he's fucked, and
We just
well,
yeah.
that'll sit on our
How about
conscience.
so we don't mess it
considering
up.
the fact that we have to deal with the dragon turtle twice now, we're gonna have to make sure to leave enough money to pay off twice.
Can we just walk where we're going?
Why? I don't
Yes.
wanna... Doesn't it take like a month to walk where we're
Yes.
It
going?
would take a long time
Yes.
to walk. I would
Through
assume.
undead territory?
I take issue with this dragon turtle.
Why? Because he's
Me
eating
too,
the money?
but
Not because he's taking it. It's
I
that
think he eats it?
soon we're not going to have
Hmm.
much to come back and forth with.
Oddly enough,
that's
even
what we
though
need
I
to
would
limit
like
that.
it dead and it would have an amazing amount of stuff, it does actually protect Cholt.
Right.
So it is kind of their national guard.
Next Port Nyanzaru.
Yes.
The dragon turtle's the coast guard.
How do you think anyone gets on and off this area? Like, it charges so much.
I think it charges so much because we gave it so much.
I think it has an eye for wealth.
It sees a very shiny ship.
Yeah.
With, and I
Maybe we
believe
should
the
go on
first
not the
time we
Brass
gave it-
Phoenix then.
A fishing boat with fish, and we sunk ourselves in.
in the boat.
And hope he doesn't decide to eat it
Yeah.
with us in the barrels.
I will send the money for this at this point if you're so concerned about the money. The thing is that no
concerned
matter what, my ship is going to be stuck in here in port if we don't pay it off anyways.
Yes, I know. I'm
I want
concerned
to.
about it.
We really should limit the amount of time we head out.
Maybe
That's
next
what I'm
time we
concerned
come
about.
in, we could instead just come in on the fish boat.
And leave. That's not a bad idea, actually.
That's for later. So fish boat,
Yes.
Ira, you want to go buy a what did you call it?
You could do it
It's not a fish boat.
while I prep,
Fine.
or I can
What's
do
it
it.
called?
Either way, it's called a
A
kill boat.
rowboat or a keel boat,
A
maybe.
keel boat. I'm gonna go. Who do I want to be today? I'm gonna go find like an alley. I'm just gonna go walking for a while, and then
Okay.
I'm gonna turn into
Some random person that you see.
Who do I want to be? Yeah, I'll be some random guy
Chilton?
from here. Yeah.
Okay.
Before we leave, I'm just making sure that we're all going to meet up at the temple.
Yes.
Does there
So,
anything Tiff
am I-
needs to do? Because
Am
that's
I
where she's
meeting
going to
up
head.
at the temple after I get the guy, or like is that what's happening, or are we meeting up there?
I believe we're all going to try to get the guy out now.
So we're
Yes.
going to meet up there when it's mission time.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Or you head into
That-
the city.
Yeah, that also changes it. I'll
I'm gone.
yeah. I want to go. I have an idea, but I'll wait for.
Or you head into the city. You are changed into a random Chilton person.
Yeah, I walk out and I'm gone for about 10 minutes and then I
Yep.
walk immediately back to the dock.
Cool. You walk back over to the dock. That's where you are right now. What do you? There's ships and people walking around and lots of stuff to do. What are you doing?
I want to find like a dockhand or someone who would sell a boat.
Yeah, there's like this little like this area right here, and it looks like a place where you can buy boats. And you go inside, and those have a name. I forget what they're called, but
A boatery.
not a boatery. But
A
you make your
shipwright?
way inside. Yeah, shipwright. I think that's what it is. I don't know.
Yeah, shipwreck makes sense.
You head in and you see there's a couple of people in here working. They're like they're building like pieces of ships and whatnot. You can see like in the back, like hanging on like those on like the wires is like another ship that they're currently building. And as you step in, you see this human Chilton look over to you and say, "Do you need something?"
Yeah, I'd like to purchase a keel boat.
A keel boat.
Yes.
Yes. Keel boat will run you a certain amount of money that I did not have prepared. I have so many tabs open. Keelboat, a small ship, small sailing vessel. It can be rowed with one person, has a small sail. That's what you're looking for?
Mm-hmm.
kind of takes you around and kind of brings you over to like it's like open area near the ocean, like the ocean's kind of like coming in, and he has one kind of parked in one of the docks, and it's kind of roped off, and it's a lot bigger than you thought. It's about maybe like 30, if not like 40 feet in length, and it has the sail and everything on it, and like a small little like living den too that you could be on. It's like just like a single person boat, but multiple people could be on it. He says these run for 3,000 gold pieces.
Okay. Ari's gonna go like inspect it. Like,
Okay. You go over it. You look at it.
Are there any flaws? that
Are you proficient in sailing?
No,
in water
but I've
vehicles?
been hanging out on a boat for about a fat minute.
Roll intelligence.
Okay, intelligence.
You've been hanging out on only probably the most advanced ship in the entire
So
universe.
I should, in theory, intelligence?
Yeah.
10.
10.
Yes.
You look at it. It's a boat. Looks good. Floats.
Just got a sail, little one.
Yeah. Sail.
Does it have a name on the side? Like a little name?
No, it doesn't have a name.
Oh, that's a flaw right there. It doesn't have a name.
Oh, well, you can name it.
Do you have paint?
Yes.
Cool. I'm gonna come up with a name for it, but I will pay for it. I'll give him 3,000.
Okay, you give him 3,000 gold pieces. He says it is yours.
What?
And he has you sign some paperwork, and then he signs paperwork, and he says, and what would you like to name your ship?
What is this power I've given Ari?
Can I have a moment to think of a name that I would?
Sure.
Okay. Oh, I know.
What are you naming it?
It's the King of Ducks.
All right, goes over and painted on the side of it is the King of Ducks. Now I have a small little sailing ship. It's keelboat.
And it's in green paint.
Perfect. And now you have to sail it out of here.
I will be back. Can I keep this here for a moment?
We'll hold on to it for a day, but you will need to keep it in the dock once it's yours.
Yes, of course. I'll be back in a moment.
All right.
I'm gonna go back to my alley that I hang out with.
Okay.
And I'm gonna turn into Madonna. I'd like to be Madonna.
Okay. Oh, he made you sign paperwork. What name did you put down on that paperwork?
Viridia.
Amazing.
And last name, I don't know, George. Viridia George.
Viridia
George.
That's my name?
That's a very...
Yes.
Viridia George.
You were raised up north, weren't you?
Yes.
This is not a Chilton name.
Viridia George the Cholton.
No, my mother was Chilton, and I was raised not here.
Okay, now you're Madonna.
Yes, and I'm gonna go. No, I won't be Madonna. I'll just be another random Chilton.
Okay.
Madonna's too obvious. And I'm gonna go onto the ship, and I'm gonna find China if I can.
All right. China, a random fucking person is walking onto your ship. Wearing
Fine,
Ari's
how you want.
clothes.
Wearing Ari's clothes?
Yes.
Oh,
They're very tight.
then
Either roll a dumb
Jungle
check.
Explorer, but
roll a
giant.
wisdom check real fast.
just flat wisdom.
You're good at these.
Nine.
For 10 seconds, you're like,
Like-
somebody killed Ari and took her clothes. Then you remember Ari can change.
I bowl a fist for a second, and then like, oh wait, I'm dumb.
So I bought this boat. I bought it. It's purchased. And then he was like, "All right, sail it out. Like, go to the dock." I don't know how to do that. So if you could
Okay.
send someone with me who does.
Yeah. Hold on. Let's go. She like points out a couple of crew members. Abigail and Muriel go and help this one sail a keelboat around for me.
They kind of like stand up and kind of meander over and like stretch and like, all right, and they kind of make their way with you, Ari, and you head back over towards the shipwright and head into the dock, and the three of you they're like, okay, just let us do this, and the two of them kind of take the ship and then kind of bring it around, and they catch the wind with it, and they kind of like row it first, and then bring it out and kind of sail it around right next to the brass phoenix. And a dockhand comes up and says, "To dock here, it is 1 silver a day."
I'll give him a silver piece.
All right, give him a silver. And now your ship is next to the brass phoenix. And you all see the King of Ducks. It is 1/6 the size of the brass phoenix.
Yay, tiny. All right, we have that.
I'm guessing
Then?
you named it? I wonder how I knew.
Well,
I'm gonna
Should-
do some
we-
detective work.
okay. You
I'm-
go
Some
do it.
detective work.
I'm gonna. Does anyone want to come with? I'm going to find out. I would like to kind of look. I'll go invisible before getting up there, but I would
Okay.
like to kind of investigate around this villa mansion building and see if there's like any alleyways where the windows are. You know, that all that fun stuff.
Okay.
I was
Escape
had
routes.
actually a similar idea about trying to do like an impromptu lunch with Ralph and seeing if he's in and he can maybe have lunch in there. And I can get
You're
an
gonna go to
insight
like
look.
the house, and you're gonna like see if Ralph's in.
Is
and
Ralph here?
Yeah, maybe. I mean,
like
I thought that might have been an idea, but I don't really know if it was
You
useful.
can?
If
I
you
kinda
want
like
to
that.
do that
well,
with me, we
you
might
could-
be able to go together.
I was
and
gonna say you could get
be
the
invisible.
inside. You could get the inside scoped out, and I can get the outside.
Yeah, if you think that's a wise idea, I thought it might have been a little bit forward.
You guys make your way across
It
Port
is-
Nyanzaru and into the merchant district, and
It is forward, but it's so forward that I don't think they'll catch on that you're planning something.
Okay.
and
Then
you're
what-
Tiff and you're Ira.
I'm Bob from accounting.
I will
Do
be
you look
separate
different?
from.
Yes.
Okay.
I will be separate from Ira though.
Okay, so for you guys walk all the way over and make your way there and head into the merchant district, and it's
Can I
not
also
too much
picked
of a
up some
problem.
kind of like lunch basket of some kind, like maybe like fruits and sandwich or
Sure,
something?
you head into the bazaar and you grab a basket of
So
fruits.
just so you know,
it's
Jacob,
5 copper pieces. What's up?
before we get right before we get into the merchant district, is there like any like alleyways I can duck into or in this area?
Sure.
I duck into an alley and make sure no one's watching me, and cast invisibility on myself,
All right, you disappear.
and then I'll head in towards.
Tiff, you make your way in and you head over towards this building over here, and you can see the kind of like secret flaming fist villa. And as you kind of go over, there's this big, massive door. There's a gate on the outside as well, but there are a couple of like doors like on the side. So there are. You notice immediately, Ira being invisible. There are a number of entrances. It's two stories. There's the main entrance that's beyond a gate. The gate looks to be closed. You would have to hop the gate to get to the front entrance. There are a number of other doors kind of down on the like left side of the building that look to they have like an overhang, and they look to head into like almost like this villa has apartments in them. Like it literally, like the definition of the word, like an apartment, like an area of the building that another person can live in. And it looks like there are like entrances on the outside to go into those, like little houses inside a really big house. And there are 2 on the left, 2 on the right, and then there's the main entrance, and then there are windows on the second story. There are maybe
Jesus Christ.
2 windows on the first floor.
All right, this is a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be.
It's pretty damn big.
Yeah, as I'm looking through, I'm like, oh man. You said there's windows on the second floor?
Yeah, there are windows on the first floor, but there's like 2.
What I wouldn't give to be a thief right now. Dude, second
Are there-
story.
are there
This
guards
is like
at the-
perfect scenario for second story work.
Are there guards at like the main gate?
No,
Okay.
You said I would need to jump the gate to get in at all, or I can get in right now with my
you
invisibility.
can get in through those side building apartment areas, like the You can those doors are accessible. You can walk up to one of those doors. In fact, Tiff, you know that Ralph entered one of those doors. Sorry,
Okay.
Ira, you're aware Ralph entered one of those doors because Tiff didn't follow him.
Gotcha.
So, but am I aware of these doors to get in?
You see them.
Okay, because some are gated off, but this one is not.
The front entrance, the main entrance to the manor is to the villa. Sorry, is gated off.
I see. Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and go in that way. Yeah.
Go through the main gate.
No, through the side doors.
Okay, pick one.
Wait, in through the side? Does that mean into a building or into? I'm sorry, I'm not processing this because there's no map.
Building.
Building. The doors are.
No. Building.
Yes.
Imagine a square.
Yes.
Door down here.
Yes.
Gate around main door.
That makes sense.
On the sides, no gate around 4 doors. These 4 doors have tiny little buildings attached to it that seem to be like their own little living spaces.
Gotcha. So yep, that's what I was wondering. So it's not like there's like a gate and some of these doors are unlocked and some of them aren't. It's like these are also okay. Never mind. I'm going to stay outside for a moment and consider my options while Craig does his thing.
Just to give you an example, this is a giant villa house
Here.
where people kind of commute in the middle, and then there are basically 4 dorms on the outside of it.
Yeah, let me be an asshole for a second. Up here. Yeah, up here. So we've got a square. We've got a gate.
Okay.
And then we've got building 1, building 2, building 3, building 4, and then main building here. This gate is blocking off the entrance to this building.
Or the entrance to like the compound?
Is that right? Oh. I appreciate this. This will make my life so much easier. I am so sorry. Craig, it is a meme how bad I am at understanding these scenarios without a map. Every time we
it's dumb because this game is like meant to be played without a map, and like your brain just turns into liquid whenever there is one.
Every time we did this in Strahd and there wasn't a map, I would just get frustrated because I had no idea what was happening. Like it just doesn't work for some reason. I just can't process it.
It's like when you guys described the Magnificent Mansion and how it actually looked. And
yeah, and it
my
wasn't
brain,
at all what you thought it
entirely
was.
Different.
Yeah.
That's the beauty and the hardship about D&D. Everyone could be thinking something different.
I like how they like made this pad with the squares and they make it look like there's like water stains on it and stuff.
And it's like wrinkled slightly.
Yeah, it's like wrinkled slightly. That's kind of clever.
You want a blank map, but it won't be 100%.
All right, ready?
Yes.
Gate. Main door.
Okay.
4 side doors.
And these side doors are not connected to the building that is main door.
They are.
Gotcha. Okay. So it's all one big building. It's just these seem to split off into smaller areas.
So what is the structure here then around it, like the wall? Is that like an actual wall?
So those little 4 boxes I just made, they're on a lower level.
Yeah.
They're on the first level, and then the second level is like the big part of the building is the middle part.
Yes.
Then there's 4 smaller parts on the side.
Gotcha.
So I guess my question would be, what is preventing me from going around and into these doors? Nothing?
Nothing.
So they're just alleyways. Okay.
Yeah, just you
I
can
see.
walk up to those doors and open them if you want.
Okay, but I'm
Tiff is unaware
yet.
of this. Ira, you are aware that Ralph entered this door.
Gotcha. I am unaware that Tiff is unaware, so I will not make Tiff aware.
Okay.
Okay. I'll let if you know what you're doing, Craig, then I'll let you go first because
I mean, kind of, but I don't think I do now. Because this main gate up front, there aren't guards around it, right? It's
There are
just a
no
locked
guards,
gate.
but the gate is shut.
It's locked.
You're gonna try to open it?
No, I'm gonna go up to it. Like, is it
Walk up to
visibly
it?
locked?
No, it opens.
Oh, okay. That's not terrible then. Is it open to like a stoned pathway with like some bushes around it? It's just
Yeah,
kind
so
of
like
like a
there's like
larger opening.
there's grass and there's flowers and there's a little gravel path that goes up to a stairway that goes up to the main door.
Okay. And no one's out here?
Not right now.
Are there windows that are peering in?
Looking up, there is like a balcony up on the top, but there's nobody up there.
But there's no windows on the bottom floor.
There are two flanking the door here.
Do they appear like closed with curtains, or are they open?
They are closed and there are curtains over them.
So if you don't mind me
Okay.
doing this, Jacob, I'm going to mark the windows with little white boxes.
Sure.
Because what I'm trying to do, to maintain a rage, I have to either receive damage or give damage.
Yep.
Correct. So what I'm trying to do is, Tiff, what I'd like to do is go into a rage to appear, because how her rage is, she becomes really drenched in sweat and overexerted.
Mm-hmm.
She's trying to use as a guise to seem overheated and try and get an entrance. Is there a
Okay.
way that she can like bite her own tongue and deal damage to herself, in which that will persist until she wants to drop
a
it?
lot of DMs don't agree with me on this one. I like it. I think you are allowed to do damage to yourself to continue your rage.
Okay, how discreet can I then be with that?
Like you're gonna have to come up with discreet ways.
I'm not
Biting
gonna
your
like
tongue,
sucker.
sure.
I'm not gonna like sucker punch myself in the face. But is that like enough?
You can. I mean, you're gonna hurt yourself is the thing. It's gonna be difficult to just be like hurting yourself unless like
I
you're
guess
gonna
that's the question
jab.
I'm asking: is
Yeah.
to what point discreetly can I give myself a single point of damage to maintain the rage?
Depending on what you do, it's gonna be like a stealth check, and you're gonna like.
I see.
It's so situational. So it's
Okay.
gonna be.
Then I think I'll just
be
have
rolls.
to. We'll just have to try it then. So what she's going to do, she's going to walk up to the
Okay.
door,
Okay.
maybe even on the gate, and she's going to go into a rage kind of quietly.
Sure.
She doesn't scream normally, but she comes
Yeah,
like
you're just like
huffing. She overexerts.
like getting into like the moment. Yeah.
And she's going to try and work up a sweat, and she's going to try and maintain that for 6 seconds, or maybe it's 12 considering the round, and get to the door and knock.
Okay, you knock on the door.
And then she'll probably just drop it. Or it'll fade whenever that comes out to. And then we'll see if she
Okay.
tries to go back into another one if the
Yeah,
guise
like
fails.
in terms of rounds, yeah, like 20 seconds pass.
Okay, then that's more than enough time. So she's going to kind of get to the door and knock.
Yeah. After you knock, it's like 20 seconds.
Okay, good. Okay, that's fine. 'Cause
then-
I just want her to be kind of visibly
Sure.
in distress.
And you look like that.
Let me burn,
And
thing.
the door eventually opens
Okay.
slowly, only about like a foot. And
Sure.
you see this kind of human female woman kind of look over. She's armored.
Okay.
You can tell she has a weapon down on her side, and she looks down at you, and she says, "Who are you?"
I would like to have, in the little thing, probably gotten water and then dumped that out somewhere. And
Okay.
I'm going to have the basket of food in one hand and the water one clearly empty on the right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go, my name's Tiffany. I'm here to have a lunch date with Ralph if he is off his shift, that is. Do you happen to have any water? It's dreadfully hot today, and I chose fur, which is really a terrible decision on my part.
So, can you make a deception check?
I
You're not really
can.
deceiving her. You're putting up like a face, a ruse, and I want to
Okay.
see if she falls for it.
Could I argue
is not terribly
maybe
smart.
advantage with
Yes,
my
you can have
guys?
advantage, definitely.
Awesome. Okay. Here's the first one. Ooh, thank God. That was terrible. That's 19.
Nice.
Yeah. So she says, ugh. And she visibly deflates. She shuts the door. Then she reopens it and the lock is gone. And she says, "You need Ralph."
Ideally, if he's off his shift, I don't want to bother him. I know he's, to be completely honest, I don't really know. I think he's a guard. Is it Flaming Fist? What do you guys?
Hey, don't say that around here, all right? I don't know
I'm
what he
sorry.
told you, but it's a bit of
Oh.
a secret that we're here.
Oh, that's actually more interesting to me. I didn't know he was so much into
Yeah, he's
espionage.
over
Okay,
here.
okay.
Come on. And she
Okay.
just kind of like kind of frustrated kind of brings you in, brings you kind of in the front room. And this front room has this big kind of open circular kind of stairway that goes up, and you notice it goes down.
Is there anyone in this
Yes, there's
vicinity?
one other person sitting in kind of like this living room area reading a book.
Okay, can I kind of stop her?
Yeah.
I want. So the ridge is gone now, so she's gonna start to kind of cool off. She's gonna be like,
Yeah.
"So, to be really honest with you, I only met Ralph for a little bit, and I kind of like him. Is there any way I can get like a place to kind of compose myself before we go see him? Actually, can you tell me anything about him? Are you in charge of him?
I've worked with him. I've been on a few missions with him. I don't know him all that well. He gets himself into trouble a lot. Yeah, sure. We have a restroom over here. Come on. And she kind of brings you over, and she's like, "Did you run here?"
She's like, "No, I mean, I walked here, but it's quite a distance, and these high heels."
What? She's so confused. And she brings you over to like this restroom, and she kind of opens the door, and she says, "Don't take too long." And she reaches out your hands to take like your stuff.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I will give her all of it. I will almost over-encumber her with everything.
Yeah, she
shuts the door. I'll even give her like my coat.
Yeah, perfect. She takes it, and then she's like holding all of this, and then she shuts the door, and then she realizes like, why is she holding all of your crap? And she looks over, and like separate from you, there's just a moment. She looks back at this other guy reading the book, and he's just like, he shrugs, and she's just she rolls her eyes, and she stands outside the door. And what are you doing?
I think Tiffany's going to try and very quickly change her appearance. Not like anything drastic, but normally she has like that mohawk braid. She's going to release that into like a nice kind of. She's going to become more the Tiffany than the Tiff.
Okay.
She'll become more Waterdavian noble.
Perfect.
And then she'll
you do
kind of compose herself, and then she'll come out. It'll be very quickly. She don't want to make this person wait.
Yeah. And then she kind of hands you everything once again as soon as you come out. And she kind of looks around, like she feels very awkward. You can tell her that, and she just kind of looks over, and she goes basically around the staircase and leads you over towards one of the doors. And she knocks on it. She says, "Ralph," and you hear like someone's here to visit you. And he says, "Oh," and then door opens. You see Ralph standing there. He's unarmored currently. He's wearing like just common clothing, and he says, "Oh, it's you."
I thought we could have lunch.
I didn't think you would actually come. I mean, I assumed you would be here.
It's all right. If you'd like, you can have a moment to compose yourself. I definitely had my own.
I'm sorry, Vest.
I'll just stand here with. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, it's fine. I come into here. You don't have to. Yeah. And he kind of opens the door and kind of lets you into like his little living space, and then he shuts the door.
I will thank the woman and try and get her name, and then I will.
Her name is Vesk.
Like, thank you, Vesk. You've been very, very polite to me. I will make sure that.
She's like on edge. She's like, and she kind of steps back, and door shuts. And you're in this small little room. There's like a bed. Okay. There is there's a table, a couple of chairs. There's like a nightstand and whatnot. And this is like a purely like living space. There's like a nice like chair as well. And he kind of like sits down and he says like, looks, what'd you bring?
She will give some kind of assortment of whatever she found there.
And what are you doing with him in this current moment?
I think she's going to quickly, almost subliminally, find a location where she can maintain like a presence of power. So if there's a table, she's going to turn the chair slightly askew and then do her folded leg and kind of arms on the back.
Perfect. Yeah, and he's like sitting like on like the bed, like lower than you, and it's like.
He's gonna put all the food out and kind of start rummaging things. She goes, stuff's a little different from where I'm from, but I think a lot of this is really great. I don't entirely know how our more cultured stomachs will handle it, so most of stuff, don't feel worried if you need a second to eat something or the spices are a little too rare for you.
I haven't had a whole lot here. They mostly give us food in this place.
Oh, well, here. I didn't realize I'm just going to start setting stuff up for him. I didn't realize it's such a secret that you were militant. I don't, to be honest, Ralph, I don't really know entirely what you are. I know of you.
Oh,
but your friend said I wasn't really supposed to talk about it.
It's a guild. It's a We have like a bunch of people stationed outside of Port Nyanzaru, and we're on some reconnaissance work, and mostly just kind of sit here and wait for orders. So not really doing much.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it's a nice place to be if you're not doing a whole lot. What are you guys doing? You just is this like a seat of power for you guys? Or you just kind of, I don't know.
Yeah, boss owns this place. We make sure we clean it, make sure it it isn't used by anybody else. But and have a lot of leisure time. Don't
Oh,
occasionally we get information and jobs to go do, but it's not much. It's kind of holding down the fort.
of course. I mean, there seems so many of you. And you
But
all-
not the fort. Just a fort.
No, of course. This
One of the many
Yes,
one of the
yes,
many
yes.
forts.
I mean, that job is very
We're
important.
fortitude to have our forts.
But the smallest link in the chain, you're definitely shouldering a lot of weight.
Yes.
Well, here, eat first, and then we can talk job later. There's no need for that. I'm here.
He
to
goes
kind of-
over to the food and begins to, and he goes over and without even thinking, almost eats it, and then he stops and kind of looks at it and he says, oh, what is this?
That's a sandwich, but I believe that's dinosaur meat.
He opens it and kind of looks through it and kind of sniffs it, and he just eats it.
Some kind of.
That's really chewy. That's good though.
Yeah, it's kind of gamey, but I think the bread's supposed to help with that. To be honest, then she produced a soup. Go, oh, they may be supposed to be had together here.
Yeah, and you guys kind of go through the food and just begin to
She's gonna try and figure out how many people he works with.
Sure, go ahead and
how
make
people may
a
are
persuasion
here.
check.
Okay. That will be a lot. A 26.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's easy. You get him pretty comfortable, and you start getting more information out of him. You can tell he's a bit of a rookie at this. He's not very high ranking. He's only been with the Flaming Fist for about a year, and you are aware that there are about. He says somewhere there's only about 8 of us here at one time. Some of us got more important people upstairs, and we're kind of guarding this area down here, and then basement's off limits except for only a few people are allowed to go down there. So got some secrets down there, I guess. I don't know what's going on, but
I always hate when they put it in the basement. It seems so, I don't know, obvious.
it's well protected.
That's fair. What happens if we are in a port? What happens if the water gets in there?
Does that happen?
Sometimes it's tropical weather. It just seems strange. Hopefully, no one papers
What
aren't
if there was a
destroyed.
tornado and it took off the top?
It's a valid point. I like the way you think, Ralph. Tip's going to try and not eat as much, and she's going to try and separate it because her guys is hopefully trying to get Ralph to give her a tour in hopes to find Vesk to give her the rest of her sandwich.
So the rest of the kind of time goes on. Eventually, you kind of warm him up to that, and he's like, "Oh yeah, sure, I got nothing else to do. Let's go." And he kind of has you kind of you head out of his little living space and begin to walk around kind of parts of the manor. He goes over towards the other rooms. And he says, "Oh, we can't go in there because that's where other people live." But basically the same thing as
other people's rooms.
Yeah, it's a kitchen over there. And then he kind of goes over to the big circular stairway in the center, and he kind of takes you upwards. And there's a bunch of hallways and different doors, and there's another living space up there with a rug and couches and books and a small library. And he says it's kind of like a recreational area. All those are secret Flaming Fist, mercenary organization things going on. I can't say that too much. And then and down the stairs is big secret basement. Not allowed to go down there. But, higher ranking people are, so that's the place.
It's very nice. To be honest, I've seen a lot of merchant villas. This one's actually, with the amount of people that live here, it's oddly comfortable.
And then you hear footsteps kind of coming up the stairs, and you see a Vesk from before, and she kind of comes up and she sees the two of you, and she's like, "Ralph, what are you doing?" He's like, "Oh, I was showing the place around to Tiffany. Have you met Tiffany?" She's like, "Yes, I've met Tiffany."
This is definitely
what are you doing? And he says, "Oh, I thought she would want to see." This is a stranger. You let a stranger in here and you're showing her everything? I'm not showing her everything. I didn't go to any of the secret places. Look, just thank you for coming by. You need to leave.
Oh, of course. I definitely can take a sense that I've overstayed my welcome, but
And Ralph is like, if I can show her out, you don't have to be so bossy. She says, I'm a rank above you. I am your boss. Sure, damn.
Okay, fine. Ralph, why don't you take this, and she'll give her Vesk's sandwich, and then give the empty jug of water to her and go, why don't you go get that filled? And I actually don't mind if Vesk sees me out.
Okay.
And then make sure this is good back to her. Of course.
Sure. Come by whenever you want. And Vesk looks and she's like, do not do that.
Of course. I will make sure that I check with you.
I will invite you to come over. And Vesk just stares daggers into Ralph and then looks at you, gives like a half smile, and she says, come with me. And she kind of leads you back down over towards like the entrance, opens the door, and she says, goodbye, and closes the door on you as you exit.
Yeah, Tiff's gonna leave.
All right, you make your way out.
Ira, leave, like
Tiff has been in this building for like 30 minutes.
Yep. So I have 30 minutes of time to fill, is what I'm hearing. All right.
No, you have like an hour and a half of time to fill. They talked for a while.
So Tiff's been in the building for a lot longer than 30 minutes.
Yes. But it's at the 30-minute mark. I figure Ira wouldn't just sit there.
Well, no, I had stuff to do as soon as Tiff entered. I just wanted Craig to go first because I had been. Yeah.
No, you're fine. This is while Tiff is in the building.
Yep. So this right here, gate. How wide is it?
How wide is the gate?
Can you walk along the top of it?
No. It's kind of like pointed towards the top.
Gotcha. All right. Do I see a spot where I would be able to reasonably get up on one of these roofs?
You could climb up from right here.
From right where? I'm sorry. I'm blind. From right here? I could like use the gate as like a like a side piece. Okay. I would like to climb up on that roof.
Okay. It's not hard. Roll an athletics check.
Oh god. Well, I'm not terrible at athletics. 12.
Yeah, you go over and you kind of climb up and you get on top of that part. You're now up on that story.
Perfect. I'm just kind of getting myself up here to get myself up to where the second floor is.
Yep, you're on the second story right now.
My idea right now, my thought is, so if I'm on this building, then my height should bring me about to the windows of the second story, right? Or is it higher than that even? Because
yes.
I'm up on one roof, so can I see?
There are no windows where you are right here. The only other, I guess there is. There is a window right here.
Okay, so there's a window on this one.
Yep.
And it is boop, boop, right, like that.
Sure.
Okay. Is it closed?
Yes.
Okay. How risky is Ira feeling? I'm gonna kind of just make my way. I'll stealth if I need to, because I'm, walking on a roof. But make my way up to over here, see if there's any windows along this.
I mean, it's the same level. There is another window there.
There is another window there? Say it's kind of same location, kind of like right there?
Yep.
Okay. Same thing, closed, everything?
Yep.
Okay. Trying to decide how much.
I know you're not doing this, but it's just funny every time you guys are like, is it closed? And it's like, no, it's open. And the guy's like, hey, welcome, come in.
Well, some people like to have the windows open during the day. Like, I know we do that all the time, so who knows?
There's a big sign that says, secret entrance here.
I mean, you couldn't expect someone to come in through the ceiling, could you? Okay.
These people certainly can.
Trying to figure out what I want my move to be. I assume, am I able to open these windows from this side? If I was to like pick them? Pick them? Or would I have to shatter the window?
There's a latch on them. You could open them if you picked them.
Okay. And obviously there's drapery. The drapery has it closed on the other side.
Yes.
So if I picked it and was quiet enough, no one would see me do it. All right.
Maybe.
Theoretically. I need to have the whole.
You don't have to roll anything. You can just stick one of your thieves' tools in there, push it upwards, and then
Yeah.
it would open.
Can I roll stealth to do it quietly?
Yes.
28.
You open it and you grab it as soon as it's about to fall, and you kind of slowly push it inwards, and it just opens very slightly.
Cool. I just want to, I want to open it just the tiniest bit, and I want to take my hands and kind of grab at the drapery fabric, and I want to separate it just enough to where I can see inside.
You open it, and I'll just say for the sake of time and whatnot, you open it and you look down, and you can see that at the top of the staircase, you can currently see that conversation that was just happening with Tiff. She is like, oh wow, it's very interesting. And she's like in the building with this other dude who's unarmored, and this armored woman is walking up, and she's just like, you're not supposed to be here, and they're all having this conversation.
Okay, so that's
and
what's
you're
happening.
literally looking down at that happening right now.
Okay,
None
that's
of them see you.
That's interesting. I look around. Are there any doors on the second floor?
Yeah, there's like 4 or 5 doors.
Okay.
You notice that there's a little recreation room that leads out to a balcony. Balcony has windows, and there are 4 other rooms in this second story.
Right, there's a balcony. I'm a fucking idiot. I will replace what I have done and close the window back up.
You do it.
And walk over to the balcony.
You can't walk over to the balcony. You would have to get on top of the second story and then fall down onto the balcony.
Because the balcony's only this square here, huh?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Perhaps I won't do that then, because that's going to be really loud. So looking in this way, I saw 4 more doors.
Yep.
Okay. So I know on this side, then, there must be more entrances. All right.
And then you see Tiff leave. You see her walking off out of the front door.
All I want to do, I don't know if you need me to roll or whatever. I want to just get the same view of, are there windows on the second floor in the same location on this side?
Yes, there are.
There are? All right. That's where I'm going to hold for now.
Okay. Tiff, where are you going?
And then I'm gonna take off and kind of wherever Tiff is going, I'm gonna kind of join her that way.
This went really well. I think Tiff's going to just kind of slowly walk, probably just away down like the normal pathway out of the merchant, the merchant area.
Okay. You guys, you do so, and you make your way out.
I'm stupid. Around the building, was there a? Let me delete this piece of shit. Around the building, was there like an obvious alleyway that could be used as like an escape route?
No.
No. Okay, so if we're going out through the front door or through the roof.
Well, look at this area right here.
Right. Yeah, there's like not very good. Like if anything on this right side, there's a little
the
bit.
Closest way to go is this wall. This wall is like 30 feet high. You could go over to this bridge over here.
This is a 30-foot high wall?
Yes.
I have simultaneously the greatest and worst idea I've ever had. Does the bridge have the wall continue? Like, does the wall continue across the bridge?
It does.
It does? How wide does the wall seem to be?
The wall, 10 feet.
We have found our escape route, boys. Cool. I am going to make sure, I don't think I have
it. Shrinks to like 3 or 4 feet when it gets to the bridge, though.
So we would have to probably get off there and then go across. Okay. Because I wouldn't want to go walk down and fall into the rocky rocky water there. Okay.
Gina, Ari, what have you guys been doing this entire time?
Cool. I'm just going to make sure I have the proper supplies, if that's cool. Yeah, because I need a grapple. Can I go get a grapple somewhere?
Sure.
Cool.
Sheena, Ari, what have you guys been doing this entire time?
Ari has been teaching the monkey tricks.
Incredible.
Like how to do little cartwheels and how to fetch things. like keys or I don't know, shoes.
All right.
Shoes?
Okay.
Yeah, like go
Shoes.
find someone's shoe and bring it to me.
She brings you,
Oh, no.
the monkey brings you Ayla's shoe.
Ah, good monkey.
Ayla, a couple of hours later, will be like, where's my left shoe?
Monkey might have stolen it.
All right. And then, Sheena, what have you been doing?
Sheena is actually going to take the keel boat for a little bit of a spin.
Okay.
It can be run by one person, and she's done that before.
Yep.
When she was chasing after Sir Nog. She's actually going to like sail around this area up here
Okay.
and kind of see what the terrain is like from the coast. What are the easiest places that they could?
It's
try
all
and get
cliffs.
out? It's
This
all
entire
cliffs.
area right here is like rocky cliffs that go up 40, 50 feet onto the city. There's this one bridge. It's pretty thin that goes over to this
Mhm.
small island with a temple on it. And you see
Yep.
this little inlet here where another ship is
Mhm.
that leads into the temple.
And does it look like you have to like have like permission to?
You
go
don't
there?
see anybody there, and it's not blocked off in any way.
Okay.
But
And
like
so
the
these
only docking area currently has a ship
Yeah.
on it.
and you said these are cliffs. I'm
Yes.
assuming this is like a wall at the edge of the cliff.
It is.
Okay.
That wall is not 30 feet in height, though. It's about maybe 10, 15, 20 feet.
Okay.
This is like the chunk wall, as long
Yeah.
as this one, too. This one's about 50 feet in height and has turrets that go around it.
Okay. Cool.
All right, and you come back, and
I'll
we'll
come
say
back and that's
Tiff, Ira, Chena, Ari are all on the boat.
Okay, so...
So what'd you guys find out?
Well, I have our escape route planned.
What's
Have
the
a
escape
rough
route?
map
Second
of the
floor,
house.
second floor, grapple up onto the wall, and then we just walk along the wall to the bridge.
Okay, how do we get into the house?
Well, there's the front gate, or there's 4 doors around the sides. I look to Tiff. Did you find out from the inside where any of those go?
Well, I only very rough. I know the majority of the stuff on the second floor is mainly housing for them. I do know that I think that the wizard's being held in the basement.
Of course he is. It's always the basement.
I also think if we're going to continue this guise of us transporting him, we don't talk to Ralph anymore. We have a new person. She's a rank higher than him, and I think possibly the one that's at least somewhat in charge of the day-to-day. So,
Interesting. I could still do that. I'm confident, but it's a little tricky to plan this when I have to wear that armor. Because I can't use my
We-
spells.
Do
We
we
could
know
just-
if they go on a patrol of any sort?
did I get to that point, Jacob? If he went on patrol, or
Actually, it was confirmed for you that they don't go on patrol. They sit there and wait for orders. And at
Okay.
some spontaneous point in time, they may be called to go do something, but they don't
Okay.
have a route. But they don't have something they do every day.
it doesn't seem like they do too much. They mainly, as he said, held down their fort that they had. They seem to be waiting mostly for jobs. So it doesn't seem like there'd be a lot of out time, but they are still people that get bored. So maybe you might be able to
Leave. And do
they
you-
leave and eat.
You went into his room?
I did. Oh, I got up to. I saw a large portion of the bottom of the main floor,
Is
and then. Sorry.
is there so there's an entrance on the side of the house, correct? Is
There
there
seems to be, yes.
is there a way to go in further into the building through his room, or do you still have to come around? And
No,
go
I
through?
believe I mean, there was a door behind him, right? Because that's the door he entered was his own room.
Yeah.
So there'd be 2 doors on either side.
Yes.
Would
Then
there-
yes, we could go through his
Could
room.
we potentially? We could send him a letter of some sort. You asking him to come out with you. He'd leave, and we could go in through his room, and maybe
It's an option.
potentially even going back out through his room.
It's definitely an option.
Maybe you could go there and just knock on his door and just be like,
Mhm.
"Hey, I'm sorry for what happened. I'll take you out tonight." I don't know.
That's definitely a possibility. And I can
And then
ditch
just
him.
give us 30 minutes and then leave. Not even 30 minutes. I don't think we would even need that much time.
Or maybe you could ask him to meet you somewhere.
I
Say you
could.
need a little bit of time. He would leave. We could make sure he's gone.
And then once
He
he's
gets,
gone, we
he
just
gets
go in.
there. You're not there. He, hopefully not come back faster than we can get out.
Well, we could send him somewhere on the other side of town.
That's true.
Distinct possibility. That's what you'd like me to do.
I think that's our best bet.
Okay.
All right.
We could also wait for him and possibly jump him. Not necessarily harm him, but if he's going to have keys possibly or anything else, we can take whatever he has.
Do you think he has
Maybe
keys?
even interrogate him.
Well, I could probably unlock any door in that, unless it's magically locked. I can't unlock magic locks.
Yeah, even if I don't know what key would have. He was never been even allowed inside the basement. So any access he would have might be even restricted to the floor he's on.
Did you see any of the rooms on the second floor? I peeked in through one of the windows.
Did I? I mean, I saw something about like the recreation room and everything too. Correct, Jacob?
On the
Did I
second
even-
story,
Yeah, did I get anything from the second story?
their rooms, and the only thing you knew is that like Ralph wasn't allowed to go into them.
Okay. Yeah. He said higher up, so possibly someone higher than.
So
even a
either
person
they're in
higher
the
than him.
basement or they're in the upper floor somewhere. At least we've knocked
Yeah.
out one spot. We know that he's not being held on the bottom floor or on the base floor.
He did seem adamant that the basement was where they held secret things.
Sounds like to me that would be the most likely
That's
place
a
that would keep
pretty secret thing.
a prisoner, while maybe
Mm-hmm.
leaders of some sort would be up in the upper rooms.
So Ari, I can make people invisible too. If we all
Tyler,
went in
I don't think you're using the
invisibly.
right mic.
If we
Just
all
noticed that.
if we all went in invisibly, then I could cast invisibility on myself and the wizard when it's time to go. If you can make
Happen.
all of us invisible.
Oh yeah, no, you are. I'm just dumb.
Could you do that multiple times, or
Let's see. Well, I did it once already. Let me see how many more times we're going to do it. Assuming I use no other magic, I can cast it on myself and one other person twice.
well, how about I make all of us invisible as we go there?
Yeah, and then afterwards, when it's time to leave, I can cast it on myself and the wizard. So that way that we can just all leave invisibly. And then maybe we don't even need to walk along the wall. Now that I think about it, that'd make it pretty obvious that we were not supposed to be up there.
Yeah.
Even though I think it's really cool, and I really want to have like a wall escape, it might not be the best idea.
For another time.
For another time. Before we leave Port Nyanzaru for good, we definitely need to walk along that wall.
Absolutely. We can walk on the wall and zip line down to the boat. 2 birds, 1 stone.
All right.
Oh boy.
Not those
Set.
people. They didn't steal anything. What did they do? They look suspicious.
They
They're
have a zip
ziplining
line.
and running on the walls.
They were having fun.
All right, cool. Guys, get prepared to go. Reverse kidnap, escape your this wizard, and enact your plan of stealth and vengeance. But we're gonna go ahead and go on a break. We'll be back in a couple of minutes, and also. Sorry, because to the audience, because we're gonna be this is pre-recorded, and I gotta edit it, so there's just a break now, and it's not
So,
edited out. So just
skip
skip
ahead.
forward, unless this is the premiere.
Jacob.
Then go get yourself a drink
A
or something. What's
snack.
up?
Yeah, go get yourself a drink or something and buy 2 minutes while I put the break in because I didn't do that because you said we weren't
Oh,
using
sure.
any of that.
No, that's what the thing that we were gonna do.
We have super. No, we don't have super chats.
Oh, we
Wait.
don't have super chats, guys.
Well,
What are
actually, we
going to
You know
do?
what?
probably
We
do if
can-
this is a premiere, but we just don't know.
Yeah, thanks to anyone who may have super chatted.
There's just none, and this is really fucking awkward.
Anyone that might have. What are some plugs that we can do? Why do I?
None. Don't do plugs during these. They're pre-recorded.
No,
the
like-
plug we're talking about is probably dead
No,
by now.
like we have games on Friday.
Potentially, maybe not.
We'll see.
Why do you do this?
This
Don't
is like
do
a
this.
month ahead.
Okay, we maybe have games on Friday.
I
Maybe
want to
we
prove
move
this
to
to you. I want to go
Wednesdays.
to an old Saltmarsh episode and be like, look, we're promoting this.
Why do
this
I
isn't a
not-
thing anymore.
If anything, you're showing up fan art now. So post fan art, and we put during
yeah.
breaks.
There you go.
It's really
You
cool.
know
Yeah,
what?
definitely still do
All,
that.
all of
You
our
know
beautiful
what?
characters.
That's a
For our
great.
live games, we put
Like fan art,
into
like
the breaks.
fanfic.
That's a great idea. And Jacob, as I cannot find the regular break card for some reason, do you mind if I just do the break video that we just got?
The
Sure.
even fall break card.
It's okay. It's gonna say even fall, but it's the right color scheme. Okay, so it's greens.
green.
It's greens. Tomb is green.
See, this is why the break card should just be like neutral art with no background thing. But whatever.
We'll do it that way later. While I
Well, we should just have a neutral one. Is what we should design.
put in the audio wherever it decided to go. You know what? I'll put the audio in
How about
live.
Colton? I will just send you a neutral break card. We don't have to do the art thing, and you can just use that.
Sure.
So-
We'll have art next time.
Spencer, find some really funny knock jokes while I send
Or
it.
here, bad dad jokes.
Oh no.
All right, here we go. We've got
Thanks, I hate it.
my wife is really mad at the fact that I have no sense of direction, so I packed up all my stuff and write.
That's not funny. That's sad.
I don't trust stairs. They're always up to something.
All right.
Just gone.
This graveyard looks overcrowded. People must be dying to get in.
These are kind of sad.
Yeah,
What's going
why-
on here?
Why did you pick sad dad
I guess
jokes?
it's too Annihilation.
I'm on a seafood diet. I see food and I eat it.
Hey.
Ha, ha,
Quarantine though. That's totally relatable.
I used to hate facial hair, but then it grew on me. I'm gonna check Facebook really quick to see if I've gotten this clip so I stop reading dad jokes.
It's in the Tomb of Annihilation
I
Discord.
see it. I have found it
Hey.
and I have saved it to the desktop.
Mm-hmm.
And
Incredible. Had it not been for Cotton Eye Joe, would have been married a long time ago. Where did he come from?
COVID-19.
But where did he go?
The fuck did he go? Where did you come from?
Cotton
You
Eye Joe.
son of a bitch.
Oh shit.
Not enough. I'm gonna rage in real life.
All right, thanks for putting up with us as we do the thing that we always do in Arcane Arcade
Go
videos.
to break quickly. We're losing morale.
And we're on break.
Oh, hey, what's up? We're back.
Oh, hey.
We're here now.
Sorry, guys.
Uh,
We're not cutting these out anymore.
Yeah. All right. So you guys are in Port Nyanzaru and getting ready for a wizard heist.
We are.
Yep. So what are you doing?
All right. So it sounds like the plan that we're going with is just going to be everyone invisibly sneaking in. As
All right. So you guys are casting invisibility
Yes,
on yourselves.
so-
Are you casting
but-
invisibility?
But first,
there is
you
a
have
first
some
step to
prep work,
this.
though.
We have some prep
Yeah.
work. Tiff has some prep work that she needs to get done. And
I
then
have
we're
some
going to
prep
start
work.
the thing proper. I think it'd be wise, Ari, if you and I were in different faces anyways, in case something goes wrong and someone needs to reveal themselves. At least it can be Bob and Joe and not Ari and Ira.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay, you guys transform into Bob and Joe.
well, like I say, I don't know. Do you want to be Bob or do you want to be Joe?
Neither.
Okay.
I'm just gonna be a random Cholton guy, number 5.
Sounds good.
Can I?
I give.
I look at Ari, and I don't even know if this is something I can do. I'm just gonna flavor it this way, and I'm like, would this be too mean? And my face shifts, and it's Mycroft's face.
God,
I wouldn't do it.
You
I
wouldn't
want
do
that
it.
scene from Adventure Time so much. You guys get caught, and it's like, oh! And it's like, and Ari is a lamp, and Ira is Ari, and,
Yeah.
and Ari's like, dude, you turned into me.
Well, they don't know who Mycroft is.
I don't know.
No,
What were
I'll
you-
be.
what-
Yeah, I'll turn into
Okay.
random Cholton guy number 6.
All right, 2 random Cholton guys, and Tiff and Cheetah.
I give Darren 500 gold and tell him to. I need you to move the ship without me.
You don't have to pay me 500 gold to move
No,
the ship.
I'm giving you 500 gold for the dumb fucking dragon.
Oh, where are you needing me to move it to?
Let's say, can you bring it up the world map?
It should be up.
Boop.
I had
Oh,
the
world map.
world map. So the dragon turtle, where has it been appearing? Just that area, just so like,
You see where the brass phoenix is?
yeah.
There.
Okay, let's say move it to over here.
Okay.
This bay area over here.
So that's gonna take like all day. Yeah, Darren says, "All right, it'll take all day. Are you planning on meeting us there?"
Yes, we'll be meeting you in a Kilbo.
All right. Well, don't get yourself killed.
No, we'll try not to. Try not to use all that gold if you can. Try and use as little as you can, but I'm giving you extra just in case.
Yeah, I'll try. It's a dragon turtle.
How
Those things
much?
are scary.
How much
Yeah.
did Jacob? I just want to see if we can recall.
Mhm.
How much were we paying before? I feel like we paid like 1,000 gold the first time.
No, 250 was the
No.
first time.
250 was the first time. Okay. All
It was
right.
like 300 the next or something.
So
All right, I'll
500
try.
should be.
Good luck, I guess.
You as well.
And he kind of gets up towards the wheel and starts commanding the crew around as you guys kind of step off into the city, and he begins to take the ship off.
And that was the last time we ever saw the breastfeed.
Oh no! You watch as your ship sails off into the horizon.
Yeah. Hopefully, this isn't the last time.
Okay. Cool. So you've got your prep work done. Where? Who's taking
Well,
the
now
kill
we need
boat around?
to. Are we going to take the boat around to the
Well,
temple island?
yeah, that's what I thought we were doing. Who? Can
But you
take
did that
it?
already.
No, I went to go explore it a little bit. I'm not leaving the ship there for now.
Oh,
So you can take it around. Ari and I can. I don't know if there's a lot of prep you and I can do, besides being
I
Chultan Guy
think
5 and
that
6.
we should go with Gina. Tiff can go talk to Ralph, and then you can make your way to the temple, and I can turn us all invisible. We can walk back to the guard post, and
I like that.
hopefully get inside.
Yeah. I like that
Sounds
Do
plan.
you guys see my rolls right now on roll 20?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. Just I'm curious, not like oh no, just curious.
Oh no!
Oh
we
no,
can't
my
see right
secret rolls. Now what will I do?
All right, I'll bring you guys back over to
Yeah, do it.
Port Nyanzaru. Colton. Oh no, my secret rolls. All right, so you guys, as two random Chultans, Tiff and Sheena, make your way upwards. Are you going to bring the skiff around now, or
Yes. So
yes.
the idea
skiff, the
is
keelboat.
for
Keelboat.
China, Ari, and I to go on the keelboat. Tiff is going to go do the, hey Ralph, go meet me at this tavern on literally the other side of town tonight.
sounds
And
good?
then,
Well, hopefully more like
Okay,
in like
so the
half
three
an
of
hour.
you,
yeah.
the three of you are on the keelboat, and you begin to make your way off towards that island. Tiff, you make your way back over to the manor and estate.
Yes, ideally.
The villa. Sorry, I keep using different adjectives for it. Once you get there, are you going to knock on Ralph's door? Or are you going to knock on the front door?
Was that clear? I guess was it clearly given to me that Ira pointed out his door, or could I figure out
You
that
know which one
was
it
his
is.
door?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
then yeah, I would go to his door if I can.
Okay, you go over, you knock on it, door opens, you see Ralph, and he actually has his armor on, and he says, hey, sorry about earlier. That was
No,
weird.
that's actually, if anything, I feel that's actually kind of partly why I'm here. I feel bad that I may have gotten you in trouble. I know it's kind of spur of the moment. That's
a
kind of
little bit.
my nature. Sorry.
It's okay.
I wanted to see if I could make it up to you, though. Not here, though. I don't want to get you in trouble. If you're free, you can maybe meet me somewhere in like 30 minutes. I have to go do some things, but I can meet you there. And we'll have drinks.
Yeah. Where?
I will send him to. There's a. No, I don't want to do that. Just an inn. That's not terribly
Okay.
close to the
Ira,
one that I was.
what's the first
at
thing
one.
in your mind right now?
Me?
Yes.
Blank.
Blank. Okay.
Yeah.
Tyler, first thing that comes to your mind.
Head sail.
Cool. So there's a tavern
Oh,
called the Blank Head Sale.
The blank head sail.
All
that's
the fucking way over here.
That actually doesn't sound too bad.
I know.
Then I
I
already
normally
told
do
him
that.
that one.
Sorry,
All right.
sorry,
And he
head
says,
empty,
yeah,
no
yeah,
thoughts.
I know that place. I'll be there soon.
Okay. And then
Okay.
she'll go try and reconvene with the.
Cool. Shut the thing. And the party has made their way where?
We all sailed with Gina to the
temple.
Cool. You guys kind of go over towards that little island. You kind of come around. Are you going into the little inlet?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. You kind of begin to sail into the inlet. You see the ship there. It has red sails. There looks to be like almost like flames on the sails as well.
Oh, shit.
And you kind of come over to, it's not Flaming Fist. It's
Okay, cool.
very obviously like just a pattern that looks kind of pretty and not anything else. You kind of come over towards this dock here, and you see a stairway that goes up to the temple above you. And there's nobody out here at the current time.
How big is the ship? Just wondering.
It is,
Like what class could I tell?
it's a sailing ship.
Sailing ship. Okay.
Should we drop off our ship just outside of this?
Well, it'd be kind of hard to get anywhere to it.
We're just gonna have to row to our ship. Your ship, Brass Phoenix. Not mine. Yours.
Well, I mean, we could just dock here and then walk the way, couldn't we?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yes.
I guess it's fine to dock here. I don't see why we couldn't. I'm kind of nervous
it-
there's another
when you
ship.
guys see this temple kind of on the island, you notice that it is literally looks like the roof seems to float in midair.
Mhm.
Like The roof is floating, detached from the rest of the temple.
Mm-hmm.
Is this to the fire god that everyone keeps talking about?
No, make a history check. Or a religion check, sorry.
It's one of the things Ira's not proficient. Yeah, it's one of the things he's not proficient in.
Religion.
He's not curious.
I am 21.
Nice.
Soon is the goddess of beauty, love, and mostly beauty. She's also known as Lady Firehair.
Oh. Neat.
You know that people who follow after her are the sisters and brothers of the Ruby Rose.
That's a cool name.
Ruby Rose. The really, really attractive actress.
So you guys just hanging out?
We're waiting for
Okay, cool.
Tiff.
So Tiff, you make your way across the bridge, I assume, and head over towards the temple. And as you get closer and closer, you see the steps that lead up to the front, and you see this this woman in like this long kind of crimson gown begin to make her way over. She's dolled up in a bunch of makeup, and her hair is curled. And she comes over towards you, and she says, "Welcome, child, to the Temple of Soon." Tiff, what is your charisma?
My charisma, as in like the normal stat,
The number.
the number is 16.
16. She looks at you and she says, "You are welcome here as a sister of Soon."
I will, do I know, because I'm from here, do I know anything about this place really?
Yeah, this is where all the hot people hang out.
Oh.
Yeah. This entire place is where people get dressed, and they dress in a manner that suits the individual's body, profession, and climate. You can receive lessons in applying makeup, styling hair, and visitors who are here often take public baths and are here to be beautiful. This is a salon that is also a temple. And you literally have to be hot in order for them to let you in.
That's amazing.
And they have welcomed you.
I will say,
so dumb. I love it.
I would like to see if it would be possible if some of my guests or manservants could dock one of their ships at your
She kind of holds up her hands.
little
Of course, that would be easy to. Are they coming now?
They should be, yes. This kind of regalia does take quite a lot of people to maintain.
Yes. Where are they? May I meet them?
I'll kind of do the pointed nose, kind of like down there.
Oh,
That one, the ugly one.
She like holds up her hands off to her side and begins to walk, and a couple of other like priestesses follow after her, and they begin to like shimmy down the rock.
The golden people from Guardians of the Galaxy 2. I don't
Either
remember.
See a group of people begin to make their way closer towards you, very beautiful and very like elegant and lavish. And Tiff, are you following?
I'm more imagining the capital people from Hunger Games.
Mm-hmm.
That's more accurate.
Are you still Madonna?
No, we're random Cholton dudes.
Oh.
Okay, Ari, Ira, what are your charismas?
16.
18.
China?
13.
13?
Mm-hmm.
She knows the ugly one, I'm sorry.
So they all walk over and they say,
charismatic.
"Brothers and sisters, welcome to the Temple of Soon. You have come to worship in her beauty and our beauty together. Though you could use some work," she says to China, and then back to the rest of you too. Couple of girls have walked over to you, China, and they are prodding at your hair and like pulling like your arm out and like looking at like your clothing, and like and they're like making measurements, and like they're just like inspecting you as you're like being picked apart by people like rather uncomfortably.
I'm gonna look at Ira and Ari.
Yeah, I was gonna say Iris / random Cholton dude looks over at Tiff like
Tiff just like, do we have to save him tonight? No. All right, then Tiff will go, we will be back shortly. I have to make sure that these two, pointing at Ira and Ari, are well accommodated in my home in the merchant district, and we'll be right back. We have a
Oh,
lot of
yes, of
things to get them
course.
settled in.
Could you get us a cheese board and some wine?
They
Well,
kind
I
of
like
like
the tiny
turn
grapes,
their
the green
head.
ones, not the red
Tiny
ones.
And then one of
grapes,
them
yeah.
was like, "Oh yes, can we get a cheese board and some wine?" And the like head priestess is like, "Yes, of course."
we'll be back
Of course,
momentarily.
I will donate whatever that might be. Here, I will give you
No
10
need.
gold now.
Your
Oh,
raw beauty is enough.
thank you. I will kiss her on the cheek.
Okay.
A little
You.
smooch for you.
You kiss her on the cheek, and she goes, "Oh!" And
Oh.
then they all kind of walk their way off back into the temple. You guys are kind of.
Are these all like native women to Chol, or are they like just
Two
some
of them
random
are.
fucks
Two of them
who-
are very clearly not.
Uh-huh. Okay.
So, what the fuck is this?
As we're like leading out, I'm
Promised
like
land.
I don't know about that.
their
know this was the
their
place.
goddess is one of beauty and love. They
I
worship beautiful
see.
things.
That's what
I found this
Apparently, random.
horrible cursed blade in the jungle. I could have just found it here instead.
as we're walking, I look to Ari and I'm like, apparently these guys could just get in here if they wanted to. Because we're just two
Oh.
random dudes.
I only turn into beautiful people.
Your charisma creates an aura.
Right, yeah.
Also, you still are wearing your clothing.
We are still wearing our clothing, yes.
Oh my goodness, am I like some like giant guy wearing explorer uniform?
That's right, we're in the fucking... We're in the...
Yes, yes,
we're
you
in
are.
the...
Yeah.
Special Night's
tourist
entertainment.
Yeah.
We brought our own.
Looks like
Your
the
equipment.
You guys make your way across the bridge, I assume, and start making your way over
Yes.
towards the villa. And you kind of turn the corner and you see it there. There it is.
Well,
Is
time
there
to-
somewhere where we could like do a quick little
Have
duck
done
into an
the-
alley and turn invisible?
There's not a lot of alleys over here, but you can make a stealth check.
Okay. Everyone? Or just me leading?
Those of you who are turning invisible, if you want to turn invisible invisibly,
everyone.
roll stealth.
Well,
All right.
invisible,
14.
invisibly. Oh god.
Oh, no.
Tiff's going invisible, right?
I glow slightly.
You're-
Is the issue?
Yes, I am.
All right. Make a stealth
And she
check.
rolled a 19.
Okay. And Artie?
14.
Okay, so you guys are like walking off the bridge. You're like, all right, guys,
Can
let's
I
wait
throw
till.
my card to Tyler?
Sure.
I
What did
saw
he
that he
get?
rolled an 11.
I didn't do much better than that, but
Oh, 14 is better than 11.
that's true.
Number 1 through 10.
1.
Jack.
So 21.
All right.
Okay.
So you guys kind of look around. You don't see anybody in the current time as anybody's like walking around, and you all just vanish.
That's a 5th level spell slot there.
Damn. All but visibility for 4 of you.
Yep.
That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys start making your way down the road, I assume, and head over towards that
Yep.
villa. You're now on the outside of it. Sorry, Colton, but I think you have a good idea of it in your mind. We're gonna use theater of the mind.
Okay.
Gate on the outside of the front. There's a
Mhm.
front door, and there are
Yep.
4 doors on the side. There are 2 stories.
Which one's Ralph's?
I was gonna say I would say under his breath which one Ralph's door is.
Just so you know, Jacob, if I ever say anything, I am trying to whisper.
Yeah.
I am trying to be quiet.
I understand that you guys are whispering. You're not just like, "Hey, where's that fucking thing?"
Okay, just so you know. Ari's gonna make her way over there. Hopefully everyone's
Yep.
following.
You guys go over towards the door,
Just do
right in front of you. Yeah.
a little listening. Try to.
Roll perception.
Can I get a name for that high priestess that greeted us?
The name of the high priestess.
Or just
Uh,
whoever greeted me?
You
Just my notes'
sure.
sake.
Her name is
That's another.
Margaret.
I
Oh,
like that name a lot.
What'd you get?
Well, I got a natural one there. So
You hear
that's
wood.
That's a 6.
You hear.
the ocean.
You hear the ocean.
Oh, yeah, I think he's gone.
Cool. Then that means that I'm up. I'm gonna try to first. I'm gonna check and make sure that his see if the door is even locked. I assume it is.
It is
and
locked.
I'm going to pick it.
All right, make a thieves' tools check.
Would summoning my Hexblade count as an attack, and that would break stealth, the
No.
invisibility?
Nope.
Okay, I'm going to summon that, just so I have
You
it.
feel the weight of your battle axe in your hand, or your, what do you use?
It's a halberd.
Halberd. That's my favorite weapon in Dark Souls.
23.
You have the you can feel the weight of the halberd in your hand, but it is invisible.
Okay, good. That's all I wanted. So I
23.
don't have to waste
Okay.
an action.
Yeah, Ira, you go over, you put the picks in, and you kind of move it around, and you quickly unlock it.
Cool. And slowly open the door quietly.
You slowly open the door. The room is empty. Not for a bed, a table, a couple of chairs, and another door at the end, about 15 feet away.
I have like a diary in here. That's like
You're going to
visible.
look for one?
Yeah.
I assume you'll shut the door behind you.
Yes.
Okay. As you enter, you shut the door behind you. Look around. Yeah, sure. You find a diary.
Okay. Can I go through it really quickly?
You go through it, and this diary speaks of all the personal and recollections written down by Ralph, his infatuation with Tiff, and he thinks he's found love.
Oh.
And he doesn't know how long he's going to be with these flaming fist people, but yeah.
Does he have like any like religious symbols on his wall or anything?
No.
Like, no. Okay. On the next page, I'm gonna just write like, this is a sign that you need a change in life. And I'm just gonna
Amazing.
close it and
All right,
put
you
it
close
back
it.
where it was.
All right, you do so.
Did you happen to draw a little duck on there? You should.
Yeah, I would probably put like TDK or something like that, and like a little like duck feather.
Amazing. Little duck feather. Perfect.
Hey.
All right.
Duck feather for the Duck King.
Yes.
All right. Next door.
You go over to the next door. It
Yep.
is not locked.
Cool. Quietly open it.
Slowly open it. You see a wall in front of you. There's a way to go left and right. And both ways go into the main open living room area that has the staircase, very open circular staircase that goes up. In the middle of the staircase is another living area with a couple of chairs and a carpet.
I am going to look for a basement entrance.
You see a basement entrance going down from that staircase.
And that's where I'm headed.
And you see a Flaming Fist agent walking through the room, kind of walking out of the kitchen with a plate of like food. And he's like walking over into the main area and kind of like sitting down on one of the chairs and like eating. He is directly facing the entrance into the basement.
Gotcha. That's
So-
still where I'm going.
All right, go. So are you going to go one at a time or are you going to go all at once?
Well, I don't know exactly when they're following, but I'm fine with all at once if everyone else is going.
Yeah,
to.
let's go. All
Yeah,
at
I'm going
once.
to follow in suit as well.
Okay. So let's do one at a time then. Like this is up to you guys to
like,
plan out.
like stealth-wise. Yeah.
Like, is Ira going to tell everybody, hey, let's go one at a time, or are you all just fucking going? Because then you're going to bumble over one another. You can't see each other.
Yeah. All right. So here's my idea. If we go one at a time, we can go me, Ari, Tiff, China, I guess, and then just give 10 seconds after I say I'm going, and then next person.
All right. Ira, you go and head off first. Go ahead and make a stealth check at advantage.
Woo.
You-
22.
Ira says he goes, and you hear nothing. Ira, you kind of go around, curve, and go down the stairs kind of slowly into the basement. Sheena,
I'll-
Ari, and Tiff, as Ira says he's going off, you count, and then you hear the door open behind you. The entrance into this room.
Mhm.
It opens and closes.
Okay. Ari's gonna go down.
As in, like, let
Can I?
me make sure I understand this. As in, Ira left the room,
So Ira,
or someone else entered the room behind us, and they're also invisible.
the door behind you that goes to outside opened and closed.
So there's
we didn't see
so
anybody.
we could presume there's another visible person in the room with us.
Perhaps
It wasn't Ira leaving. There was a separate occurrence.
Well, it's kind of weird timing, but you didn't feel him move past you. So
Okay. Ari's just gonna.
I was
worry
like,
about
okay,
that.
I'm going. And then he went. You guys don't know what direction he went. And then the door behind you opened and closed.
Okay. Ari's
Oh,
gonna
I dislike
go
that.
after him
Okay.
to see what happens.
All right. Go ahead and roll stealth.
18.
18. You begin to make your way off and down towards the staircase. The guard does not notice you.
Does it happen again?
Nope.
Can I try and make
Who's currently sitting in the doorway right now?
I guess that would technically be me because I'm third in marching order.
Okay.
Let me check something real fast though. Check a feature of mine. Okay. Let me get you a stealth check.
So you're third and I'm fourth?
That's what was conveyed to me, yes. But we could do it any other way.
It's fine with me.
That would be a 15.
Okay. As you're about to step off and go, Tiff, you hear bump. You feel like a bump hit you in the back as China bumps into you. China, something has bumped into the back of you.
What in the hell?
And you hear,
Can I try to... No, I'm not even going to do that. I'll kind of... whisper, like a hushed whisper, trying to whoever bumped me. Who are you?
hey. So you guys left the boat, and I wanted to know where you were going.
And Ayla.
Okay.
How did?
Okay.
You guys went invisible,
Yes.
and you're breaking into a house. This is super cool. Sorry.
Okay, just come along, I guess. I can't really stop you anymore.
Oh, I'm really glad I bumped into you. That would have been weird if it was somebody else. I didn't know you were sitting in the doorway, though.
What's going on?
What are you guys doing?
I'm breaking something out of this place.
Why is Darren taking the ship away? Oh, okay. What are we stealing something?
Someone knock her the fuck out.
I would, but it would destroy my stealth.
Yeah.
If you're like waiting to go.
She just kind of leans over the tip. Just
How big is this person comparatively to me?
Oh, the guard?
No,
Ayla?
Ayla.
You don't know. She's invisible.
But I've
Tiff's
seen her before,
Ayla
right?
before.
Oh, Ayla's like 5'2". She's small.
So not like a child. I can't like grab and go. We're leaving now, you and I.
Yeah.
Okay, then Tiff's just gonna go. And
Okay, Tiff,
pray
you go
that
off,
everything
and
fits.
you go down, and that dude's just eating some fucking chicken, and you go down into the basement,
Hey,
continuing
at least he has
downwards.
chicken.
And Ira, Ari, Tiff, you guys are unaware of each other's locations completely. Ayla says, "Okay, where are we going? What are we doing?"
should go back to where I landed at the temple, and we'll be back shortly.
Okay, I would do that, but
What?
I'm a little stuck.
What do you mean?
If I go back out that way, there's guys out there, and they're kind of like around the house, and I don't think I can move past them.
Wait, just stay quiet and stay behind me.
You sound mad. Are you mad? You sound mad.
Tries to grabs her arm if she can,
Okay,
like trying
okay.
to find it, and then just kind of pull her through as they try to keep quiet.
roll stealth with disadvantage, but you have advantage, so
Advantage.
normal roll.
21.
I just want to let you guys know, I've been rolling stealth checks the entire time.
She
God damn
beat
it.
our fucking passive
She
every
rolled
time.
22 3 times.
My God.
And
You put a
so as you're
bell
kind of
on her.
moving, you got a 21. You're moving down. You go to the stairway, and you slowly get down, and that guard is none the wiser. And as you kind of get there, you kind of get down. It's a bit quiet, and she says, Yeah, I was coming back into the harbor, and I wasn't on the ship, and then the ship was gone, and I saw you guys walking away, so I decided to follow you. But then, I saw Tiff going somewhere, and I saw you guys going on a different boat, and I didn't know what to do.
No, why didn't leave without you in the first place? I don't even know. Anyways, just try and keep quiet with this. Just we're doing your thing.
Okay. And you guys all make your way down the stairway. Ira, you're the first one to go down. The stairway goes down and down and kind of curves around until it opens up into a like dungeony basement room. It is wood floor, stone walls, and you see what looks like a table, 2 guards sitting at this table, both in their armor. They're currently playing cards at a table, and you see 2 cages at the back of the room. One of the cages has a robed figure. The other cage has nothing in it.
Okay.
And that robed figure is unmoving.
Retroactively, what is our gone to shit password?
There isn't one. We didn't make
No,
one.
no.
Ira, you are unaware if anybody's
I'm down
behind
with
you
that.
at the moment.
Gotcha. Okay, well,
But I will say, okay, sorry, continue.
we have to do something about these guys. So, we're either going to be fine, or the gone to shit bell's going to be rung. Gonna let you guys know that now. As random Cholton man number 6 number 6 is going to walk up to where the guards are, and
Okay.
the invisibility will disperse as I am casting a 2nd level charm person to
Okay,
try to charm both of them.
Ari, you go down the stairs, and you see Ira appear, and the other guard's like, "What?" And it like sees him and is confused.
Wisdom
What are you doing in
saves.
that spur of the moment?
What am I doing?
Yeah, what are you doing?
I'm gonna try to make my way around Ira to where
Okay.
that guy in the cage is, and if
Okay.
I can
So
get a
they-
medicine check off to know if he's dead or not.
Roll medicine. 2 wisdom saves, right?
Yep. Please God. Holy shit.
You both fail.
Oh
Like
my
what?
God.
And then they go, "You want to play?"
Sure, yeah. That sounds like a lot of fun.
All right. They pull up another chair. They sit you down.
Awesome. Hey, who's that guy over there? And I nod over to the...
Oh, prisoner.
Is he
Gotta
alive?
keep an eye on him. Yeah,
You have
lost
to keep an
fortune
eye
in
on
a
him.
bit,
But
but
are you sure?
wouldn't give up any information.
Maybe we should go in there and make sure he's okay.
Not really supposed to open the cage. Might get out. He's a wizard.
Look at
some
him.
kind.
He's-
Has magic and stuff.
He's obviously passed out. We can just go check on him really quick. Has he eaten today? Let's just see.
Yeah.
Can I...
He's been in here for like a week. He's fine.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Yeah, let's play, and I pull out, like... Are we playing with real coins?
Yeah, what else would we play with?
Perfect. And I pull out, like, 10 gold and set it down.
Okay, cool. You start playing cards. Ari, you go over to the side of the thing, and then Ari, as you are doing this, and you're doing like to try to see if this dude's alive, would you get on your check?
17.
Yeah, he's definitely alive. He's unconscious currently, either asleep or been knocked out. You can hear like coming from like the stairway, like whispered arguing.
Okay. I assume that he doesn't have his spellbook or his things. Can I try to look for those while Ira's doing
Yeah, you
his-
look around. You see like a couple. You see like a chest at the back of the room.
Can I try to stealthily open it?
Yeah, you go over to there. Tiff and Sheena, you guys have come down into the main room to see random Cholton 5
6.
playing cards with 2 of the Flaming Fist guards. And they look like they fucking best friends for years.
Wow. The talent on that boy. Pure talent.
Ari,
called
you go over
magic.
to that chest, and you go to it, and it is locked.
I'm gonna let you know right now, Craig. Ira's talent isn't talent, it's luck. Ira is the luckiest son of a bitch.
How big is it?
Footlocker.
Okay. I also assume that his cage is locked.
Yep.
Okay. I am not proficient in thieves' tools.
Oh, so are we gonna get that guy? That's the guy. Do we know him? Is he a friend?
Kind of.
I'm gonna
I'm
kill
being quiet. They can't hear me. They're playing a card game.
Can I hear Ayla? We're
Huh?
playing?
Yes.
God. I'm just gonna passively start talking about life with these guys to try to drown out the sound of Ayla.
Jacob, do they have their backs turned to me? Like both of them?
No.
No.
It is at the end of the stairway where one of their backs is to you.
Okay.
The other one is like he's looking upwards, like towards Ira and the other guy, and they're just playing cards and betting money and whatnot.
So if I were uninvisible, one of them would see me at least.
Yeah, they would.
Okay. I'm gonna try to make my way over to one of them stealthily and try to find a set of keys on them.
There is a set of keys in his pocket. You will
In
need to
his
roll
pocket.
a sleight of hand check.
Like inside his pocket. Like
Yep.
or is it hooked to his pocket?
It's not hooked. It's in his pocket. You would have to reach in and get it. It's a sleight of hand check.
Do I get advantage because I'm invisible?
Nope.
I feel bad because I was gonna do something, but now I feel like it's almost metagamey. Ira was gonna try to get the guys to bet the keys.
Oh.
No.
Oh, okay. Sleight of hand, let's see.
First of all, they wouldn't do it. I'll just point that out. They'd be like, "Want to bet the keys?" They're like, "Fucking no."
No.
Oh no!
Okay. I got a not natural 20, but I'm gonna add my card just to be super duper
Just to be
safe.
sure.
1 through 10.
7.
Plus 10.
So 30.
30.
30. Wow, you fucking pull them out. Didn't even feel a thing.
And I'm just gonna make my way back over.
In fact, he thinks he has more keys in his pocket.
Yes.
You've added weight
put
to
like
his pocket.
You put like a stone in its
Yeah.
place.
No, those
And you
baby
go over
keys?
to the chest. You kind
Yeah.
of like slowly kind of unlock it and open it. And Ayla's like, "Oh, the chest is opening. The chest is opening.
Yeah, shh.
Why is the chest opening?"
Sorry, I'm not. Others doing
You go over and you slowly open it. Inside, you can see some robes, a spell book, and like boots.
Shove those into my bag of holding really quickly,
You do so.
and then I'll go over to the cage,
Okay, you go over the cage.
and I'm gonna try to unlock it. But I have no plans for after this, so
Roll a luck check.
okay.
Is it the right key?
12.
12? Fucking Ari. You're like, there's like 8 keys. You pick one.
This one.
It opens it.
Alright, just lucky.
God damn it.
Dude, we are the luckiest.
It is now open.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but if I were to try to cast invisibility again on this guy, it would drop for those two, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Everyone would like appear for a second. They'd be like, "Ah!"
It's like when a character tries to load in, the textures just haven't quite loaded.
I'm gonna
they,
pull
they would
his.
just be like, "What the fuck?"
I'm gonna pull his
Hey, Tim.
spellbook back out and like put it on his chest and like try to wake him in the hopes that he has invisibility that he can cast on himself.
Can I see that the door opened?
Yeah, the cage is gonna open. You're gonna open it and go in.
I'm gonna try to.
You need to roll stealth.
Okay.
Sheena, you are watching it, so yes, you
Okay.
can see it. You can see it
okay.
open slightly.
I'll see. I can go. Hey, Tip, you think you can try and choke one of the guards out?
I can kill one of the cards.
I'd rather
Trick them. I can trick them into oblivion.
I can trip them.
Oh, trip? I said trick them. Absolutely.
Do you think you can just do it? No. Can you try and just like grab them and like choke them out? That way they'll be able
Well,
to
right now I'm
scream
playing
like
cards with them. Right now they're
I don't
doing
know.
pretty
That's
cool.
kind of violent on my end, Gina. I don't know if
that.
that's.
I'm not asking for you.
Oh, sorry.
Yes,
sorry.
You're not
yes.
supposed to
I
be
thought you were
here
talking.
in
I
the
thought you were
first
talking to
place.
me. I thought we were coming up with a plan.
Yes.
No.
Yes, Gina, I
Okay.
could.
Let's do it
Oh yeah,
together,
Tiff, you have
okay?
really big arms. You could probably pull that one off.
When,
Okay.
Okay. When the river comes down on the next hand, we'll do it. Okay.
I've never played cards before. Okay.
The river.
and Chip will walk away.
The river's the big card.
Ari, what'd you get on your stealth?
12.
12.
Shit. That means
Yeah.
that Ira can tell.
Gate opens. Two
Everyone
guards are
thinks-
like, did we unlock that?
Oh, you guys must have. That's really strange, isn't it?
One of them stands up,
It is strange.
walks over to the gate,
Are you
shuts
gonna-
it, reaches into his pocket.
And can I grab one? Just grab it.
Oh, you just grab one of them.
I just
Tiff,
want to
are you
cover their
grabbing
mouth
the other one?
and their neck.
I'm
just
gonna grab the
kinda-
other.
Yeah, sure. You guys do that. I need you guys to roll a strength check.
Can I
Just
help?
strength?
Can I help them out
Let's
a
do
little
grapple. We'll do grapple. So athletics.
Okay.
bit? I'll help
Do
them
we
out a little
have
bit.
an advantage because they didn't see us?
Yes. Okay.
So you said strength
Hold on.
checks?
And
Athletics.
It is a
Athletics, thank you.
25.
Jesus Christ.
Oof. 18.
Yeah, the two of you go over, and as they're about to suspect they don't have the keys, and then you grab one of them around the neck. Tiff, you grab the other, and the two of them are just like, and you both come invisible at this point, uninvisible at this point. As the two of you are kind of choking the two of them out, kind of slowly go to the ground and eventually kind of pass out.
Just gonna drop them.
Holy shit, that was badass!
Please be quieter.
Tiff's just gonna pick up like a 3
Gina,
and
why
go,
is she here?
this is the river, right?
Followed us.
Yes.
Okay.
Hey guys, there's a bunch of flaming fist dudes outside the house.
Oh, fantastic.
Like 12 of them.
Why? Great.
Okay.
Also, Ari, are
What
you
to do with
here?
that?
Yes.
Yes.
Where's my shoe?
The monkey has it.
All right.
I'm gonna go over to the guy and try to wake him up.
You go over, kind of turns his head,
I'll walk
kind of
over.
slowly looks upwards.
Oh, first
He's
level.
this older half elf, slightly pointed ears. He's like mid 50s maybe. Kind of graying black hair. And he kind of opens his eyes slowly and kind of looks up. And
Hey,
I'll
bud,
kinda walk
we're
over
here
too.
to break you out. Let's
Well,
go.
when they
he reaches out and touches your face. You're invisible currently.
Yeah.
And he's, who's there? Who are you?
I'll drop it.
I'll also step up, a friend, and I'll pull back and reveal the Harper.
I thought it was gonna be something else.
Booby.
I walk up and I show
Oh
my
yes,
dick.
Cholton man. No, it's the cloak. I'll pull back on the cloak and show the.
I didn't know we had allies here.
I'm gonna,
Those hell hydras.
Kind of stands up. He's very weak. And he's
Well, that's
I'm
great
gonna-
because he ain't walking. Tiff's gonna grab him and go.
you
Timer.
just pick him up. All right.
I'm gonna kind of. Is Ayla still invisible?
Yes.
I would imagine so because
Stay
she
like that.
hasn't done anything and it's her own invisibility.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah.
who
I
am
won't.
Um,
Is there anything special you need me guys to do?
Be
Be
quiet.
very, very quiet.
Okay.
I'm gonna, Ira, you're gonna have to turn yourself invisible.
Me and who?
You and China.
Me
Take
and
China.
Sheena. Okay.
And then I'm gonna turn myself, Tiff, and the wizard invisible.
And
using
I will
the-
He
turn-
says, "Don't." And he,
Like
he
magic
takes out his
casting
spell
spell.
book and he
Oh.
goes through his spells and he begins to cast one and he casts it on Tiff. Tiff, you begin to transform. And just kidding, this is self.
Into an
He says, "Turn us invisible."
Well, what was he
Wait,
trying to cast?
Oh, never mind.
Don't. I'm not going to tell you.
Well, you have to do
That's
it
what he says.
before. If you cast it after I make you
This is
invisible, you
very
won't be
hard.
invisible.
Just turn me invisible. Just turn me invisible.
Okay. I use a 4th level spell slot to turn the 3 of us invisible.
All
And
right.
I'll use a 3rd level to turn myself and Sheena invisible.
All right, the two of you, everybody's back to being invisible. You have two unconscious guards on the floor. How are you getting up?
They're alive, right?
They're
Yes.
alive. They're just
Okay.
unconscious.
How?
Tiff, did you fucking snap his neck?
To be honest, probably.
Okay, so one of them is dead.
Sadly, yeah.
So China's is like, and the other dude is just like, his neck is in the wrong spot.
All right. Well, just back the way we came, I guess.
I was unclear on whether or not the river was the 3 or not, or the river Styx. I chose both. The 3 came down and I sent him away. I'm not entirely sure what any of that meant.
Ari's gonna make her way back up the stairs.
You hear
And
a,
Chin is gonna grab onto Ayla again to make sure
she's
that
like, oh, okay, we're going this way. And then you hear, wait. And Tiff, you hear the voice of that.
Mhm.
He says, "My name is Weimar. I didn't know if you knew my name.
You do.
You too.
Have you found a stone? A small agate stone?"
Did I find it in that box?
No.
No, I do have your robes.
I
though.
need it.
Is it in here?
I don't know where they took it. I need it.
Okay.
What is it?
It's my transmuter stone.
Okay. We can go check upstairs.
All right.
Can Tiff take all the
Not
money off,
issue
off the
of
table?
More guards, apparently.
Yeah, you now have 60 gold pieces.
Oh.
I think, should we split up? Should a few of us go upstairs and a few of us leave?
Can I actually drag the unconscious guard into the cell and unlock it?
Yep,
Hey.
you drag it into
Hey.
the cell. Perfect. And the other one has been dragged into the afterlife.
Yeah, so I don't have to
Yeah.
worry about him.
The Squishkin Pacha.
Tiff with the feather.
Sorry, friend.
Get fucked. You guys, are you guys splitting up?
I was asking.
I'm going to convey that I am not very stealthy and I can get him out. But if you're expecting me to get him and myself anywhere stealthily, that's setting us up for failure.
You should go back the way we came and get him out.
Get him
Yeah.
out.
Maybe
we'll,
take
we'll get
Ayla
the
with
stone.
you.
I will do that.
Yeah, Ayla, go with them and just keep an eye out
Go with
for
who?
me.
With
Tiff.
I will grab her as well.
Is that the person grabbing me right now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Probably.
All right. Okay.
We'll
And then
deal
I
with the
think-
rest of it. Just get to the boat, get the boat ready. We're going to be on a bit of a rush to get out.
And then I think the rest of us are going to head upstairs.
All right. You, Ira, Ari, just Ira and Ari go up, and Cheetah.
And Cheetah.
You guys
Do we know
make
what
your
a
way upstairs
transmuter
slowly.
stone looks like? You said the red ruby, right?
An agate.
No,
No, he
he
said,
said it was an agate.
An agate.
I had a question. If I were to cast, it's any spell, my invisibility drops, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Then I cannot do what I want to do. But okay.
Okay, so the three of you make your way upstairs, kind of slowly, quietly, and you see that there are a couple of guards up here as well. And there are some doors that are actually open, and they're sitting inside of them. One of them looks to be like a study area. There is a guard in a flaming fist soldier in splint armor, currently like writing at a table.
I'm
This
just
is-
going to start
this is
looking
upstairs.
around.
Okay, both of you roll investigation or perception, or all three of you, perception or investigation.
I'll do that dank investigate. 24.
I got a
Dirty 20.
15
Biggie
perception.
peep.
All three of you notice it is on the table with the guy who is currently writing.
Ari's gonna go to where's the closest window? Is there one in one of these rooms?
I was thinking something
The closest
similar, too.
window is outside of the recreational area, to
Uh-huh.
the balcony.
Can I make it in there without having to open a door?
Yeah, it's just open. You can go over there. It's like a loft almost.
I'm gonna go over to the door and
Okay.
is there anything heavy in this room?
There's a lot of books.
Is there anyone in this room?
No.
I'm gonna take the biggest book I can find and I'm just
You
gonna
find-
chuck it out the window.
The history and lore of the Faerun, and you chuck it at the window.
Mhm.
Roll a strength check.
Okay. Either way, it's gonna make noise.
That's the whole point.
Strength check's a 9.
All right, you take the book. You guys see a book begin to float, and then it flings into the air, and it goes towards the window, and it goes boom, hits the ground, and poof.
Does it get his
That
attention?
guy stops and stands, turns, grabs the stone, puts it in his pocket, walks out towards the door.
All right, I'm going to follow and try the ballsiest sleight of hand of all time.
And he walks over towards like the window, and he sees the book on the ground, and he picks it up, puts it back on the shelf,
Can
and
I
he
try to steal that from his pocket?
rolls a sleight of hand check.
You can have my card as well.
Please, God.
We'll see.
Give me number 1 through 10,
23
3.
plus 3.
plus 7, so 30.
30.
Yeah, you go
Double
over, and as he
30s.
walks by, you literally just flick it from his pocket, grab it. Like your finger doesn't even go in his pocket. You almost like flick it upwards and then grab it as it flies out and then put it in your pocket.
All right. Do they see it visibly like disappear? Like the group?
It's gone once it's in your pocket.
Right, but do my friends know that I have taken this?
Nope.
All right.
You rolled a 30.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to figure out
God doesn't know.
I'm trying to figure out how to alert them. Did I ever? I never taught RE Thieves Can't, did I?
Nope.
Damn. Okay. We need to
He's
do that.
now walking back over towards the study room that he was in, and heading back in. And he puts his hand on his pocket.
Leave. that Ira just says that.
You hear
under his
Ira
breath.
say leave. He
Flee, you
pats his
fools.
pocket. And he looks around.
I'm just gonna make my way back downstairs.
He pulls out
Yep.
a sword. He says, "Someone's here." And he begins to, and the guards are now on alert. He has alerted to other guards. They're all moving about. You guys are making your way down the stairway. The dude just finishes his dinner and he's like, "I don't see anybody." It's like, and he looks over and he says, "We have a breach." And now the guards are getting ready, beginning to move. Tiff and Ayla and the wizard, you guys are making your way out of
Ralph's room.
Ralph's room. You go to the door, you kind of open it, and you're looking around, and you can see a group of like 6 flaming fist guards outside. They're like standing in like a circle and like on like just looking around, like waiting. They don't have weapons brandished or anything. They don't really. They seem to be like confused as to why they're there, and they're kind of like standing around.
Okay, she's going to try and get out of their path if they're going to go through this door into the house as much as possible.
Okay. And you're trying to make your way back over to the bridge, right?
To be honest, at this point, I'm trying to get away from that group. And then if I have to double back any other way to get to the bridge, I will do so.
You have the map of Port Nyanzaru, right?
Yes, I do.
So that'll be a little difficult as they are like here
Uh-huh.
and you are like here.
Okay, then Tips will just go here and wait until they move, or if they don't move, then Tiff will go down. We'll go a different way.
Could you guys just... actually, no, I'm not there. I'm not. I can't say anything.
Ira and Ari and Chino, how are you guys getting out of the house?
Ralph's room.
Ralph's room.
Okay, yeah, make your way out of the Ralph's room. As soon as you do, Tiff, you notice that the door opens and then closes.
Okay.
And Ayla says, "The door just opened and closed."
I'll squeeze her a little harder. Just a little too hard, almost.
She's like, "Okay, good. You're acknowledging." Ow, 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 ow. and you see the balcony open up, and you see one of the guards say, "What are all of you doing here?" And they look up and they say, "Porter sent us. Said he needed some help." They look down and say, "We have a breach. Looking for some people who may have broken into the house. Count for all of our guards and make sure nobody escapes." All of them begin to make their way into the house. They set a perimeter around the house, and they head inside, looking for anybody that's left.
In that chaos, with all the noise they're making, can I then move to the bridge?
Yeah, you start making your way
That's
over
the
and begin
perfect
to move.
time to move.
Everybody roll a stealth check
Please.
with advantage.
Would it still be an advantage if I'm with these other people?
Yes.
31.
I'm going to use my card.
Number 1 through 10.
Oh,
Three.
Plus 7.
Okay, that's it.
It's
that is
31.
really bad, guys.
Oh no. Oh no.
I
Yeah,
used the card already.
real bad.
Has
I think
everyone,
we've all
has
used
everyone
our card.
Everybody used their cards. What'd you get to?
Yeah, an 8.
8!
Oh no.
Amazing.
There's a lot of noise happening though, so maybe it's not going to be
So,
that bad.
Oh no.
some of the guards that are a bit attentive standing outside of the building, you guys begin to slowly kind of make your way along. And then, Tiff, you're kind of moving and you're picking up the pace at this point. You're like, they can't fucking hear us because we're invisible. It doesn't matter. And you start making your way along. A couple of the guards are like, they look at one another. Ira, you notice that 2 guards look at one another, point to where you guys are, and like begin to walk in that direction. And they go, come out to where we can see you. And they begin to like move in that direction towards you guys.
Just keep going.
You're muted.
I whispered, just keep going.
Okay. They are going to actively try to find you guys, so make another stealth check. They're making active perception checks. Unless they just roll below their passive.
26.
Okay.
It's infinitely
No,
better.
I'm the 26.
Oh, sorry, 20.
You're 19,
18.
dude. Oh, sorry, 20. 20, 18,
Dirty 20.
dirty 20.
Yeah.
Oh no, Ayla.
You guys are moving, you're moving, and you're going along, and as you're going, Tiff, you're like, okay, you're staying out of reach, and then you hear ah, and from behind you, just behind you, you hear one of the guards is grabbing something invisibly, and like, I got one, and
does not go
you
over
can see
well
like
for
the
me.
guard is like wrestling with nothing, and you can just hear like oh, this is bad.
Do I see this too? Does everyone see this?
Everybody can hear and see.
Tiff's
Okay.
gonna engage with this gentleman. She's gonna put the
Yeah.
wizard down,
Well,
she's
yeah.
rage, and charge him.
Well, I mean, if
Okay.
I hear that, I'm immediately punching that guy. So
Give me 1 second.
we're caught. So we better just go.
Wizard becomes visible on the ground. He's holding some sort of spell, and he says, "Get him to release." Sheena, Tiff, what are you guys doing in the moment? We're not going to roll initiative. They're invisible. They
I
don't,
do also
aren't
have a thing
necessarily
I would like to do.
I'm hitting him with a stunning strike.
setting strike. All right.
You know what?
And what are you doing, Tiff?
Tiff's gonna essentially do a little Captain America tackle where she drops the halberd and she's gonna grab her shield and just kind of try and ram into him.
Cool. Make a strength check. Sheena, he got a 4 on his save.
Okay, yeah, that fails. He's very stunned.
Okay.
That would be 20, not natural.
20, not natural. Cool. So here's what happens. This dude grabs onto Ayla, and she's kind of freaking out as she's still invisible. Tiff, you immediately become visible as you charge the side of him. And Sheena, you become visible as you strike with your palm right into his neck, and he freezes and he lets go. Ayla kind of pulls back, and as he's kind of like frozen there, like moving around, very confused as to what's happened. And as soon as he lets go, the wizard on the ground just flicks his fingers upwards, and you watch as he picks up into the air and flings into the air. He's gone. He's into the sky, over the buildings, and he says, "Move, let's move."
I'm gonna grab Ayla
go.
and run.
Yeah, we're just running.
She's like,
At this
she's like
point, I think we're just-
panicking, and you guys move and you begin to
I'll
run
help
and
the
you
wizard.
take off. Cool, yeah, you go over and you help him.
As
but
we're
you guys-
going, I'll just be like, what spell was that?
Maybe I'll teach you one day. And you go over to the bridge, and you guys half invisibly, half not invisibly run past the temple, and there's a woman. She says like, "I made a cheese platter," and you guys just run past her.
Can I grab the cheese
Can
platter?
Tiff stop? Yeah, can she stop him?
Can I grab the cheese platter?
Ira runs back, becomes uninvisible, grabs the cheese platter, and then continues going. You're welcome.
Thank you.
You guys run back to the ship, get onto the keel boat. All of you barely fit onto it and begin to sail off away.
You know how Grog rage digs? Can I rage row?
Ranger, it's just like so
It's more of a
rage-rowing, making your way off. And yeah, you guys sail away.
All right. Once we're away a bit, I will drop my disguise, and by drop my disguise, I mean I turn back into Ira.
Cool. Invisibility drops from Ayla, and she's like, "Whew, that was close."
Yeah. Why did you?
Is she not wearing shoes, or is she only wearing a right
She's
shoe?
barefoot.
I'm gonna turn to the wizard and just kind of nod, and say we're sailing out just a bit. Try to get some rest for now. I'll fill you in later what's happening.
I'm
I've
gonna
had
give
enough
him.
rest. What's happening?
I'm gonna give him all of his stuff that I got out of the box.
Yeah, he takes all of these. Just thank you.
There's
Thank you.
a lot happening in Cholt right now. We need your help, and I know that your people need your help too, the faction here of Harper's. But the death curse going around, we're trying to stop it. And we need someone that has teleportation magic at their disposal. I couldn't just leave you. We have someone else that can cast it, but I had promised to get you out. Wise Owl, Ira. And I'll kind of nod at him.
Thank you for coming to my rescue.
Of course.
He sits up. Fortunately, I don't have what you need.
Can you not cast teleportation?
No. It's a bit off my skill list.
Well,
I have the ability to do it. If you had a scroll, wouldn't be difficult for me. But I don't have it readily prepared.
That's fine.
If anything, I figure you would have it.
Well, I'm not a full wizard. I never picked up on. I'll pull out my little like footnotes book. I just kind of take notes.
Chico, what's... Sorry.
Never learned fully.
I am I have other spells. Can transform you into different things. I could polymorph. Turn you into a bird if you'd like. But I don't have anything much outside of that.
Then I turn to the rest of the group. Maybe it would be better if he just returned to his faction then? The tavern?
Likely.
Jacob, is, what's her name? Sindra? Is she a
Yep.
wizard?
Yep.
Isn't she currently on, the Brass Phoenix?
Yep.
Could she not teach it to him, maybe?
This guy is not high enough level to cast a 7th level spell.
He could cast the circle, but he couldn't cast the teleportation itself.
He's like the highest
Well-
slot level of magic I have is 5th.
Well, I just need you to make a teleportation circle. I don't need you to teleport us.
But we don't know if Sindra can do that.
Is that how that spell works?
Well, no. If you can make a teleportation circle, and I could memorize it, I could teleport us back to the ship. I know
All right.
teleportation circle. I just don't know any of the sequences that are on the island.
All right.
We were hoping that you could stay in the port and have one at the base, but it's going to be a little difficult to get you back.
Well,
A little bit.
you just said you can polymorph, right?
I can.
Couldn't you go back as in a different form?
It's a
I
bird.
could.
It might be better for him to stay aboard the ship until
I-
the heat dies down a little bit.
I would need to go with him. I wouldn't be able to memorize this sequence if I don't go with him.
Otherwise-
I agree with Gina. You should stay on the boat.
Yeah, just for a while.
Do I need to cast spell or do I need to just make a circle?
Well,
Probably just needs to make the circle, right? As long
Well-
as he can make it again when he casts the spell.
yes, I would need you to do it at least once so I could memorize the sequence, and then if we ever were to need you to do it again, we would contact you
All right.
somehow.
I'm going to be right back.
Okay.
I was.
well,
Well, he
we're
needs a
still
nap.
live too, so they're still
Yeah.
watching us.
Progress. Man, all of my built-in bits are ads, so I don't really have.
We don't have ads.
You know what will still be around for sure. Hey,
No.
we have a variety Twitch stream that we
Okay,
do.
maybe.
Every once in a
Unless,
while.
Colton's computer is
Unless I die
damaged.
or the computer dies, we have that. So
We'll end you, Colton. All right.
hey, that's not going away. I had to fill the time in somehow.
Since you just said, I'm going.
He says, I agree that a bit of heat off of my back would be preferable. Though I have no way to get back to Port Nyanzaru unless I were to polymorph myself.
I will say, let me see. I have given. Let me find my notes. I've given Simon some gold and some paper birds, so it's easy enough to stay in contact with him.
Thank you. Immerse in you.
Yes.
Yeah. More to deal with the death curse, but
Understandable.
After
It's
finding-
been hard.
after finding you guys, I couldn't exactly just sit back and do nothing.
We lost a few. It was my fault. And I can't come back.
Well, that's what we're trying to prevent from people not being able to come back. Maybe it can be fixed still.
then it is not hopeless.
Yes.
For a while there, I thought I would die down there. You've given me new meaning and a purpose, so thank you.
I think I turned to China because, it's not my ship, but I think you're free
this
to
one's
stay
ours.
on the ship if you'd like.
This
Well,
little
this
boat?
one's ours, but the Brass Phoenix is not.
You were
Ari
the,
has put down her flag. This is my fucking boat,
I
Gina.
she named it. We
I
paid
am
for
the
it and
captain
she
of
named it.
what did I name this?
The Duck King?
The
No.
Duck King, the King Duck.
No.
The
King of
Duck.
Ducks.
The King of
King of
Ducks.
Yes. And you can be the deck wizard.
Well, it would be really good to have someone with your arcane knowledge along.
Okay.
We can speak. I can send a message to Simon.
Yes.
I'll pull out one of the special quick paper birds and hand it over to him. That one goes twice as fast, so if you want to say anything to him.
You hand it to Weimar.
Yeah,
He goes over and he's like, "Do you have anything to write with?"
I'll pull out the pen.
He writes something to Simon, folds it up, sends it off, flies it in the air.
So then will you stay with us for now, or will you be returning?
What will do you ask of me?
Do you have a preference?
Never expected any kinds of Chultans to be.
Well, I did say I let that disguise go.
Oh, you did?
I said that. Yeah.
I'm fucking
I
stupid.
said once we're on the boat,
And a little ways away.
we're away a little bit.
I thought you
switch
said
back
you were
to
dropping
Tyra.
invisibility, not just dropping your change.
No, I switched back Tyra. So yeah.
Cool. All right. He says nothing. Conversation continues.
That's fine.
Eventually we'll make it to the Brass Phoenix and we can sail much faster than this.
All right.
It'll
Is
probably
Tiff
take a
still,
little
like,
bit, it's a little
rowing?
slower, but
Yeah, I'll try my best. She keeps
Yeah,
going.
you guys are rowing and rowing and rowing. It's gonna take a fat
is it a
minute to get
rowboat
over
or
there.
is it
It's a keelboat.
A keelboat tends to have has sail.
It does have a sail, I think.
Has a sail, and it's a little bigger than being able to row it. But
It's gonna take 8 hours to get over to where the Brass Phoenix is, and you guys have a sail, so it's gonna take a minute. And as you guys are sailing and sailing and sailing, make your way on. Night, the sun begins to slowly set in the distance, and then you feel a rumbling. Feel the water begin to move underneath you, and splashing off the side of your ship, kind of tossing off to the side, you see much larger than your boat and all of you guys, the massive maw and face of a dragon turtle look down at all of you. And in a strange way, he can't really emote anything with his gnarled and dried face, but it seems to be smiling. And he looks down and you see sharks begin to swim and circle around your small little keelboat, and he just and his maw opens up. It's almost like a cave in front of you, as the scent of fish and seaweed and this awful stench kind of hits all of you as he just sits in front of you, this massive dragon turtle with his maw open to you.
I pull out 20 platinum and throw it in.
20 platinum, huh?
Yeah.
Or 20 platinum in. He snaps down, he dives under the water. The wave ripples back, almost topples the boat over. And then comes back up once more. The ship toppling over onto the other side. Most of you almost falling out, having to Ayla's ah! And you Chena, you grab her and you pull her back on board. And he looks over and he just says, "More."
He wants more.
Yeah, I figured. I'll pull out another 20 platinum.
Throw it. And he takes it into his mouth. As he snatches it, he goes back down under the water. And you wait. And you wait. Bubbles begin to kind of come up from underneath where he was. The sharks swim off. And the dragon turtle is gone.
this
guy is getting really on my nerves of coming in and out of this goddamn port.
Whatever. Let's just go.
You guys sail on, going around the peninsula and eventually making your way to the Brass Phoenix with Wizard in tow, along with Ayla and your tiny ship. And that is where we will end today's game. That was pretty awesome, guys. And not what I expected the rest of the game to take up of, but hey, it was fun and it was cool.
Can I check on my monkey before we end the game?
Your monkey is fine, but he was a little lonely. He was kind of sad.
Oh, yeah,
to get back on the
because
Brass
he
Phoenix.
didn't have
He
Ari
was like-
or Ayla.
He was
He has
trying
a pile
to.
of shoes. He thought getting more shoes would bring you back to him. And now everybody's missing their shoes and they don't know where they are. And he created a little shoe hoard.
I'm gonna tell him to give all the shoes back.
He does so. He's very happy that you have come back. Big Bonk loves you very much.
Good.
Cool. Thanks everybody for joining us for today's game of Tomb of Annihilation. We'll be back next time with another episode. So thanks for joining. Thank you guys for playing. And that is the end of the game. Goodbye. See ya.
Goodbye.